You are listening to Zen and the Art of Triathlon.
Well, hey there, all you triathlon freaks and geeks, and welcome to another great episode of Zen and the Art of Triathlon. On this episode, we have an interview with the best swimmer in Ironman, Lauren Brandon. She is the pro female that swims not only through the other pro females in the field during an Ironman race, but also swims through most of the men's field and passes lots of them, even though they started 5 minutes ahead of her, and exits the water in front of almost everybody. It is amazing. We're super lucky to have her on the show. She's going to tell us all about how she trains, how she races, what she eats, what she does for workouts. Oh man, she does something for her swim workout that's almost exactly what I do. I'm so happy that I'm doing something that somebody is so good is doing, and we're going to share it with you, and you'll be able to put it in effect for yourself. It's really cool, actually. All right. Also, I'm echoey on purpose because we are in a new house, a better house, a much, much better house. And I'm in the training cave, and it doesn't have much stuff in it yet. So the walls are bouncing my voice off. But of course, one of the very first things I brought in was my bike. So it is here. I've already done a bike workout, even though we haven't finished moving in yet. You can hear that. We're in the training cave, got my bike, got a fan, got the TV set up. But I think we're going to have a dedicated ZenTri studio in here. And that means we're going to have to hang things on the wall so they don't echo like this, right? But the other thing is the house has a swimming pool in the backyard. I've posted pictures of on Instagram. I've got a paddleboard in the backyard in the pool, and my black lab has already been standing on the paddleboard in the middle of the pool, which is pretty funny. And I'm trying to think what else. It's just got a whole lot more shade. It's right in the middle of a big running loop, a 2-mile running path. It's inside of a 2-mile running path, and I just walk over, 100 or a couple hundred feet and get on the trail and can run 2 miles nonstop and end up right where I started again. It's really cool, and it's just a whole bunch of like really cool upgrades to our last house, and it's quiet. It's way more zen. It's a house that, of course, it wasn't new, and the people that lived here before, the guy got into gardening. He's retired, and there's kale in the backyard. I go, I swear, that's kale, isn't it? And he said, yeah, I grew it without pesticides, so yeah, you can eat it all you want. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's so cool. So we'll get into that in the future episodes about all the stuff. It doesn't have an endless pool in it yet, but we've talked with endless pools, and we're talking about putting a fast lane in. It's where you can add on the swim current generator and put it in your pool so you can swim. But then we're talking about heating the pool so I can swim in it most of the year round. All kinds of cool stuff. And then I can give swim lessons here. How about that? That'll be really neat. All right, let's quit talking about the house, and let's also mention that, I raced Kai in his first ever adult triathlon. They let kids register all the way down to age 12, and Kai and his buddy, his other 12-year-old friend, did it, and Colin got third, Kai got fourth by 4 seconds in the 19 and under age group in a triathlon in Austin, and Austin is legit. And a lot of it was on the, it was a sprint tri, but it was on the Austin half Ironman course. Same lake, same bike course. It was legit. It was crazy. So I'll talk about that more after the interview with Lauren. And let's see. I think that's about it before we get going. Oh, I have cards and letters. Emails is what we like to call them, from listeners, and one of them has a question about CrossFit. So we'll get to that soon. Okay, Let's go ahead and get started with Lauren. The coolest thing is that I had Lauren read the news with us, and you're going to find out that she's actually never been on a podcast before, and she's actually really shy, which I thought was so funny. It never occurred to me that she would be shy. And she's shy and nervous, and it's just so funny listening to her kind of warm up at first and get used to talking on the show and then settling in. And then we just have like the best conversation ever, so much swimming stuff. But not just swimming stuff, because you got to remember, she is, the grade A swimmer, but also at Ironman Texas, she got sixth. So she's also a whopper of a cyclist and a runner to be able to do that. And it's really, really cool. So we find out, dude, what age did she start swimming? What's some of her favorite tricks and stuff like that? Okay, let's go talking about the interview and get to the interview. Here we go.
Welcome to the next level.
Hey, Brett.
Hey, Lauren, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Have I reached you are you in Nebraska?
No, I'm in Texas.
Oh, cool. What part?
Yeah. I live in Fort Worth.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and you're in Texas as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I almost lived in Fort Worth. I was looking at jobs there one time when I was getting out of college a long time ago.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been here, I guess, 7 years.
Oh, okay. That's quite a while.
Yeah.
I actually like Fort Worth a lot. I'm in College Station. I went to A&M.
Oh, okay.
And
all
then I got a bachelor's, and then I hung around for a master's, and then I got a job in San Diego, which was incredible.
Yeah.
And then in the tech crash of 2000, all the entire company went belly up, and we all got laid off. And back then, the only decent place to get a job is kind of where you got your degree from.
Yeah.
It was so hard to find a job. I ended up back
rough.
back in Texas, right back in College Station again.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, Texas A&M is like a huge network.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like, we call it the mothership here as a joke.
My sister-in-law went there, so yes, I know all about
the
A&M.
cult? You're aware of the cult?
Yeah. I am.
Yeah. Well,
Very
cool.
cool.
But you went to Nebraska?
I did. Yeah, I grew up in California and then got recruited to go to Nebraska to go swim.
It's a little different.
So, it was quite a change.
Do they have to break the ice every day to get in the pool, or what?
No. We did used to have our hair would freeze when we got out of the pool and walked outside.
Yeah.
It was a big change from San Francisco area.
Oh, you're from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I did Alcatraz one year.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I was so excited about doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't even care about the bike or the run. I just wanted to do the swim.
Just do the swim?
Yeah.
That was actually my first open water swim, like just
Oh my God.
the Alcatraz swim.
Wow.
Yeah, super fun.
And then, I don't know, I need to warn people because I talk about this on almost every episode because it was so epic for me, is I swam across Lake Tahoe. I
saw that.
Yeah. And we're going to get later in the interview. I'm going to ask you why, with your swim background, maybe you're going to start doing this crazy stuff.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Wasn't it like 22 miles? Is that what I saw?
Yeah. From south to north. There's an 11 mile. It's about half the width. If you go west to east, there's like an official swim where they do that.
Yeah.
And I would do that as as somebody's first if they're going to do something big. And it was actually it was nice. It was like a swimming pool most of the time.
It was nice. How long did it take you?
13 and a half hours.
Oh, man.
And
no.
Well, but I had been getting into trail running.
Okay.
And I had done the 100-miler ultra marathon thing.
Oh, goodness.
And I just compare everything to that because I barely lived through that. And I was like,
you're like everything else.
26 hours. And so when Jamie Patrick, who's famous
gosh.
around there, he asked me if I wanted to do this. And I was like, well, how long? And we did worst case scenario about how long it would take.
Yeah.
Me. And I was like, gosh, if if I have a bad swim and like bad conditions, because water can really, you get chop and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
it can get really
definitely.
bad. And I was like, maybe, I mean, like worst case, 15, 16 hours. And I was like,
oh my gosh.
but I've nearly died for like 26 hours. So
So you could handle that.
yeah, I was
but
like,
you're in the
okay, I'm
water.
totally in, and it's the water. So what's the big deal? Zero
Oh,
gravity.
man.
It's like you're in space. You're just floating along. So
Yeah, no problem at all. 13 hours.
Well, let's get all into that. Yeah,
Oh my God.
let's get into all that later, because you are the first pro interview guest that we're going to read the news together.
Oh boy.
I got this
Okay.
idea. My last interview was Jocelyn McCauley.
Yeah.
And she's super nice and has a really good radio voice and everything. She has like a good interview voice. And I was like, man, I should be asking guests, if they want to read the news with me, because I listen to another podcast where they do that. It's not a triathlon, it's just a comedy podcast.
Okay.
And going over the news is funny, and like what's going on, and getting somebody else's opinion on it is fun. Did you bring any news? I asked you if you were going to bring any news stories. Did you do your homework?
I do not have any news.
Okay, now I'll give you some then. I got enough for both of us.
I mean, yeah.
How many? You said you might be nervous because you don't do a lot of interviews, or is this your first podcast?
This is my first podcast.
Oh, right. I got to you first.
I know.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm public speaking is my least favorite thing in the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to like pass out when I was in high school, know, because I got so nervous. So
well,
yeah.
I found that
This is a new thing.
doing podcasts totally changed my personality.
Yeah.
Because I could do public speaking if I had to. I didn't really want to. And then the first many episodes of this show, I used to record by myself, and if my wife walked in, I would just freeze. Like I couldn't even record stuff that no one's listening to until like next week if somebody else walks in. And now I like yell at her, like, get out of here, I'm trying to record. And,
That's awesome.
But it totally changed how easy it is for me to go up to people and talk to them. And I had to do a presentation. I've had to do some presentations for work.
Yeah.
Every year I have to do a couple or a few. And ever since I started doing the podcasting thing, they rate you on like how well you're doing. There's like I get really high ratings because of how easy. What I'm saying is podcasting is like training wheels to get you. Because there's no like big audience like right now.
It's true. No.
Yeah. And so it's super easy.
No one has to look at me, thank goodness.
I know.
I can just be here red and sweating and nobody can see.
I can't believe you're nervous. Okay. That's so funny. Knowing what I know, there's like, you have nothing to worry about. Especially, I can go back and edit things. I can make us sound like geniuses is what I always say.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Let's see. Biggest thing in the news. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. You got to be serious. Just kidding. Okay. Ironman, Texas. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I have.
Okay. That happened, let's see, it was weekend before last?
Just last weekend.
And let's see, who won that thing? Matt Hansen?
For the men, Matt Hansen, and for the women, Jody Robertson.
Jody Robertson, who, did you hear about her open marathon time?
Yes, 2:34 or 5.
Yeah, that's 2:35. That's crazy.
Yeah, coming off with only a 5-minute lead to her is not a good thing.
No, it sounds like she just run down everybody.
Yeah.
And the how do you pick up on your competition? Do you like, because a lot of like Jocelyn, did an interview on this show, and she did TRS radio. Do you listen, if you hear that they're on a podcast, do you listen in and kind of see what they're thinking?
I've listened to a couple of podcasts. I did actually listen to the TRS one. And I stay pretty up to date with, I think, a lot of my competitors, and a lot of them are my friends, so I know what's going on. And I just love the triathlon community, so I really do know results and what's going on. So
it's easy for you to keep up because you want to keep up. You like it.
Yeah, I do. I really like.
Well, sometimes you wonder about some people. They're just in it to win, and they don't care about anybody else, and they just do their own thing.
I definitely think there's some people that don't really pay attention to
anybody else.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Okay.
But I do. A lot of people are my friends.
Do you follow people on Twitter and like kind of see what they're talking about?
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram. I'll look at people's blogs if they write them. Yeah, interviews, whatever's out there.
What do you think about everybody getting pregnant all of a sudden?
Oh my goodness, there's
crazy.
Yes, it is. I feel like it's a good year to go to Kona.
I know. That's the first thing I think of. Like Jody, Swallow, Jody Kanema. She's been on this show a while back.
Okay.
Oh, she is intense. And I saw that she was pregnant. I was like, well, there you go, right there.
I know.
So a whole bunch of people are going, oh, thank God.
I know. I think I texted my husband. I was like, well, there's another one.
keep doing it.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get pregnant. That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let's see. Okay, there's this weird thing that happened for the second time at Ironman Texas. Some woman outswam not only the entire female field, but swam into the men's field and probably passed all the men except for like a couple, but posted a time that was faster than all the men. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, this Lauren Brandon person.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're swimming,
what do you got to say for yourself about that? What's happening? Where are you keeping the motor? Is it like in your legs? It's like the electric bikes where they put the battery packs in the.
I know who was. I think Ironman said, "Don't worry, everyone. We checked her for fins, and I have ginormous feet. I wear 12s. Well, actually, 12s are a little small. So my run shoes are 11 in men. If that gives you any indication of how large my feet are. So they're kind of like fins.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
So how tall are you?
Only 5'9". You think I would be taller?
Yeah, those are just
big feet.
Flippers.
I know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But this is the second year that you've done. Did you post the fastest swim time last year too?
I did. Yes.
And
I did.
What about? Oh man, what's it like going through that pack of guys? And then the other question is like, what do Well, no, we'll start with the first question.
First question.
What's it like going through all those guys like that? Are you wearing a different color swim cap? Like are the female pros wearing like a gold or silver or pink?
Yeah, typically we do have different colors. I think we were green and maybe the boys were silver. And I didn't, there are kind of a couple stragglers of men that I kind of caught one by one. And then there's the huge pack, which I think was the second pack.
Stood on top of and rode like a horse.
That I passed, yeah. I was like, oh man, I need to swing wide and go around these guys. But yeah, when I came out of the water, I heard the announcer say that I had the fastest swim time. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I need to go bike and run.
Was Ironman? I thought I read about you that Ironman Texas was your first Ironman ever last year.
It was my second. I had flown to Ironman New Zealand with my mom, and that was my first one, but I didn't finish. Had a rough day, so I didn't get through the marathon. So Ironman Texas was the first one that I've ever finished, and last year it was short as well. The bike was short, so
oh, that's right.
I did finish. Yeah, it was a weird year.
Kind of an almost Ironman. It's exactly. that was such a mess.
It was a little bit. Yeah,
I
was
was
happy
like the
not
worst
to do.
bike course ever.
It was. It was a lot of turns. I think they said almost 1 per mile or something. It was interesting. Yeah, it was fun. You didn't get bored. That was for sure.
No. So let's see. Jocelyn McCauley, who she had a ton of flats during the race. She had like 3 flats or something.
3 flats, and I
she
think
said that
something else wrong.
There was her shifter stopped working, and she was stuck in the big chain ring. And
oh my gosh!
And what, like at 50 RPM or something?
That's
she said.
Horrible. Not fun.
She did you see all these expansion joints she was talking about, or did you notice anything like that? She said that she saw lots of people having flats from that.
Yeah, I don't really No. Yeah, don't really remember. I didn't have any problems. I guess I was lucky. I did see some people on the side of the road, some crashes, and a few flats. I saw a couple of the pro men on the side of the road. I don't know if any other pro women got flats, but I know at the first turnaround or second turnaround on the highway, Jocelyn was right with Alicia. So I was like, okay, they're right there. And then the next turnaround, I didn't see Jocelyn. I was like, oh man. So I didn't know what had happened, but yes.
That's got to be so frustrating to have bike problems.
Gosh.
After all that training, it's your career. And then to have that kind of stuff. And you only race so many times a year in these huge races.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I guess she's fortunate in a way that at least she won Ironman New Zealand. So she had some good points from that. And then the other Ironman she won. So hopefully she's good for Kona. But yeah, that was definitely some bad luck for sure.
All right. And did you, you're going to tell us, this is your news story.
Oh gosh.
Andrew Starkowitz come back?
Yeah.
So did you witness any of that, some of it? Did you see him on the bike?
I did.
Yeah.
Gosh, so amazing. I mean, obviously I kind of kept up to date with what was happening, and I know that he went through a lot. I mean, had to relearn how to walk. I mean, gosh, that was horrible. And I didn't realize that he was racing. I feel like that's pretty amazing that he was at the start line. I saw him at the pro meeting, and then to see him on the bike out front, and then to learn that he went 401 and broke the record for iron distance. Like, holy cow. That's
he averaged like 28 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. He must have
I'm trying to work my way up to like 23 or 22, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was quite impressive. Yeah. I mean, amazing.
And so for people that don't know, he was hit by, he's had a whole bunch of bad things happen. Ironman Texas last year, he ended up walking, and he had a hip stress fracture of some sort in his hip or something.
Yes. Yeah.
And then his infant son got really sick with, I can't remember what it was now, but it was in the hospital. So he was doing trying to raise money to help pay for medical bills.
He was. Was that after his crash or before?
No, and I think, and then he got hit. By a van and dragged under a van.
Oh, yeah.
And that looked like a career ender. That was terrible.
I mean, you saw those pictures of him in the hospital. And,
with his leg gash. Did you see the picture of that?
Yes.
Oh, my God. I was eating when I saw it. I almost threw up.
You're like, oh, man, really?
Yeah. They warned you at the beginning of it. It said these are graphic
Yes,
images.
it did.
I was like, well, it's not that bad. And I was like, oh, my God. Looks like he got attacked by a shark.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a reason I ride inside. Jeez.
Yeah. How much do you ride inside?
I would say 100%, except when I go race.
Really? You don't worry about bike skills getting rusty or anything like that?
No, I mean, I raced Ironman, so if I had to go race...
How much bike skills do you really...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Out of the last race, I did 4 U-turns, so it wasn't bad. I wouldn't go race Ironman France when you have to go descend down a mountain.
I know, yeah.
Before, when 70.3 Worlds was in Austria, my husband was like, you need to go outside and work on your skills. So we flew to my parents' house in California and, did some mountain climbing and descents. And not a fan. Not a fan. Love the trainer.
Speaking of bike handling skills, did you see the aero bars on Anthony Costas's?
Yes, every time he passed me, or we were always going in opposite directions, it's like, oh my goodness, that position was just awkward looking. But obviously, I think he was in second, I believe.
For a long time,
What are those?
So I've actually ridden a pair of them. The owner came by here. He's from the Woodlands or something, so he came by here. And he wanted some airtime on the show if I would. And I tested them out. And they're crazy. They really work. And I mean, you're talking about, so the you don't have bull horns right? They have hinges instead, and they pivot forward. And so you're either in the arrow position, or if you want to go into the upright position, they fold back and lock into place. And
oh my.
Yeah, and so you better have good bike handling skills.
Yeah. So
Well,
I will never be using them.
No, you would think you need good bike handling skills, but only to learn how to use them, and then once you learn how to use them, then you don't need it anymore. It's like amazing.
Wow.
And
well, yeah.
And then you have all that reduced drag right on the front of the bike, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, his position was crazy. Every time I saw him, I was just like, wow. So weird.
It's really odd looking.
It is, yeah. But I mean, he looks fast, and obviously he rode really well.
Yeah, he did. He rode really well. He ended up with a 9:17, and Starkey ended up beating. Starkey did like a sub-9. Even though he walked, Starkowitz had to walk starting from like mile 12 or something like that because he blew up.
Yeah.
And he still got like a sub-9 or something like that. This is crazy.
Yeah. But I guess when you bike 4 hours.
I know. You got a lot of time.
You have some time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. Your other homework assignment. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Alistair Brownlee.
Yeah.
Do you know about him racing at Challenge Gran Canaria?
Yes.
Did you hear?
I did see that. He smashed everyone.
Yes.
Which doesn't surprise me.
No.
Yeah, but I'm really excited to see him race St. George in a couple weeks. Yeah, or next weekend. Next weekend. That will be good because it's such a strong male field.
Right.
It'll be cool to see how he does against everyone else.
Isn't Lionel Sanders in that one, I think?
I think Lionel, Sebastian Kinley.
Oh, that's right. But
Tim
not
Don. Yeah, not Jan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good field. Always brings a good field. Oh. I don't really want to do that race. I heard the run course is the hardest run ever because you just go up and down these huge hills. So
yeah. For people that don't know, Alistair Brownlee is he 2-time Olympic gold medalist or just
2-time.
Yeah. He's legendary. He's so good. I guess he just got bored winning all the time, and now he wants to move up.
It's like I'm just go do some other things.
This is crazy. I think the best male pros are probably really freaking out in long course.
It will be a good race. Yeah. It's exciting. I like seeing all these fast ITU people come on over to the other side.
Yeah, don't you know something about that a little bit?
Well,
or did you race Olympic distance?
I wasn't a good ITU person, so I only did a couple. I was pretty terrible. That's how I was. Yeah. I started out, my husband, when I started triathlon, he's like, oh, you're going to be awesome at ITU. You're a fast swimmer. Mm-hmm. You just have to hang on the bike and you'll be fine.
But they run like crazy.
Oh my gosh.
They're insane.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was not a fan of biking with other people, obviously. So yeah, I did Olympic non-draft for quite a few years. I think 4 years maybe before doing Olympic halves and then fulls.
Oh, non-draft. Yeah, that way you get a little bit of space.
Yeah, non-draft. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched some bike racing up close and in person. Not very much, but you know, road racing. And the screams of when they hit the pavement and the the ambulances and everything. I'm like, I'm out. I don't want any part of this.
No.
And then they keep talking about trying to bring drafting to, half Ironmans and Ironman.
No.
And I'm like, no, I don't want to ruin my bike because we will all crash.
Yeah, there's enough drafting going on that they don't need to actually bring drafting.
Yeah, you need to don't make it legal.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and then I found this other weird triathlon. Did you look at the link that I mentioned?
Oh gosh, no, I didn't.
Okay, do you have it in front of you?
Uh-oh.
You got to see this crazy thing. Is this a triathlon? I don't know. It's called the Wanderlust 108, and it's in Seattle or Portland.
Okay. Wanderlust.
And it's a mindful triathlon. They start off with a 5K run.
Okay.
And then they do a 90-minute yoga class.
What? Of course it's in Oregon.
I know, right? It's exactly. And then 30 minutes of guided meditation.
Oh,
So
wow.
I say immediately, most guys are like, I'm out. I'm not going to have anything to do with this. In the photo, it's all women. And then like all
Doing
the
yoga
guys there are
poses.
probably just there to pick up chicks, I think.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm so like into this. It's like,
Oh,
no,
well,
you're
it's
not.
only $45 to sign up. So, hey,
Yeah,
you
and they're
know.
sponsored by Adidas. So it looks like
Oh, my goodness.
it's something real.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But do you feel that this is a real triathlon, or are they kind of just taking the triathlon name and doing something non-triathlon with it?
Yeah, I don't exactly feel like that's a triathlon.
I like the quote at the end. It says, "You can run, you can dance, you can prance across the finish line, whatever you like."
Yeah, interesting.
You think if they
Don't know what to say about
if
that.
they give out trophies, like people boo? They're like, no one is better than anybody else.
Yeah, so is there no winner? I guess.
I bet not. I bet that's really frowned upon.
Oh, yeah. Then
We'd have to find out if there's a winner. We need to look at it.
I guess we can find results. Do they have results?
I'm gonna go
from
there and
last
win
year?
it, and then see if I get
Oh my goodness.
people to throw things at me.
That is interesting.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yes.
All right. So,
God.
thanks for reading the news with me. This was great.
Oh goodness. That's interesting. I'm not going to get over that one.
Oh, well, okay. I wanted to mention the one thing that you and I talked about before the show.
Yeah.
I do not like doing negative things. I don't like negative news. I feel like it brings everybody down, but I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't mention it. And then people
It is
can
big
go.
news.
It is huge news, and people need to go read all the ugliness on their own time. I don't want to talk about the ugliness.
Sounds good.
But I'll say what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, well, I'll ask you about this in a minute. But so Jordan Rapp used to ride a Diamond, and that's the beam bike that was brought back, the original Zip bike. TJ Tollickson found an old one, loved it, decided to make his own bike company, started making them, boom, took off. It's a big deal. And then Jordan was one of their sponsored athletes. It's a really popular bike in the upper end bike realm of triathlon.
Yeah.
And
You see quite
very
a few.
nice bike. And he was sponsored by them. He had a contract, it looks like through 2019. But anyway, a couple of years ago, earlier this year, he left and then went to Diamondback. And then on Slow Twitch, Jordan posted a thread just yesterday or the day before, and it blew up. And he said that he's being sued by Diamond.
Diamond.
It gets confusing with Diamond and Diamondback. And
I know,
then,
it's very confusing, actually.
and then saying that he can't leave. He broke his contract, and there's for a ton of money and $150,000. And so Jordan put that out there to say, "Well, I'm really just looking for a GoFundMe account to help pay for this lawsuit." People are reading way too much into everything about this, but but everybody loves both sides. A lot of people like Jordan Rapp, a lot of people like Diamond and TJ, and and a lot of advice on the column was like, dude, you need to this thread needs to be locked down, shut up, and put away, because this is ugly and this makes everybody look bad. And but anyway, it looks like it's going to continue on for a while. And the only thing that I can get out of it that's useful is if you want some drama, if you could make this into a TV show, like a TV movie, it would probably be pretty good. But kind of a mystery whodunit, like who's telling the truth about stuff. And Jordan left saying his bike, he felt like it was unsafe because of his specific bike had some seat post issues and stuff. And then and Jordan's been in some really bad wrecks, and so that's supposedly understandable. And then but the thing that I got out of it is a whole lot of detail on like how bike companies and sponsorships are run, and like what to do and what not to do, apparently. And if people want to go and get into it and read up on kind of like if you get sponsored, kind of what the rules are. I'm trying to think of a better phrase for that. The terms of the sponsorship and contracts and stuff, and what companies expect out of you, and like things that drive athletes crazy about being sponsored and stuff. It actually is a good read in that area. And what do you think? About same?
Yeah. I went on Slow Twitch this morning. I had read what Jordan wrote yesterday or day before. And then I know that they said the forum was locked, so I thought maybe it wouldn't be up anymore. But it's
up there.
All the info. Yeah, it's up there. So I went through quite a bit of it. And yeah, it's definitely interesting to hear everybody's thoughts.
Yeah.
On the matter.
There's some angry people on both sides there.
People get into it.
Yeah.
They do.
You think we're talking about like abortion rights or like gun control or something like that. As angry as people are getting.
Jordan's raising some money.
That's true too.
It's definitely
his GoFundMe account has got some money in it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one.
Reminds me to ask you, when you were in Nebraska, what'd you get your degrees in?
I was child, youth, and family studies.
Oh, cool.
For my undergrad.
Yeah.
And then I went to grad school and got my master's in early childhood special education.
Mm-hmm. So I bet reading that thread was like reminiscing childlike behavior. You're probably like, yeah. Some people need to go sit in timeout. Go think about what
people
they're saying.
Definitely don't hold back. That's for sure.
I know we act like children over this stuff. The whole time I'm sitting there going, "These are bicycles, people."
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My advice on that thread was, I think these two guys need to just go have a beer together and check out and just start over.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, that's
definitely interesting.
Yeah, that's really big news.
Listeners, go read it.
Yeah.
So, it's entertaining over your coffee or, whatever.
My friend started texting me and he was like, what are you reading this? And I'm like, this guy like never texts me about this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I can't believe what I'm reading.
I know.
So anyway, it's a thread on Slow Twitch for the time being. So get there quick before Dan, the owner of Slow Twitch, gets his wits about him and takes it down.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's
There's a lot of damning things that should not be said there, on everybody's part. So, okay, so we're done with all that. Let's get back to Lauren Brandon.
Oh no, I like talking about other people.
That's true.
We don't have to talk about me.
Let's talk about other races. How about that?
Okay.
You got second at Ironman Cozumel last year.
I did. Yeah, that was.
So how did you execute that, and how did you end up in second? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So after Ironman Texas last year, I was really disappointed. Got a little bit injured before and had to jog the marathon, and I think I ended up 12th, and I had high hopes of going to Kona last year, and so I was a little bit bummed after that race and didn't really know what to do, but talked to a couple of my sponsors, and they're like, Lauren, you're brand new to Ironman. Don't worry about Kona this year.
Yeah.
Just go to some other races. So I didn't really know when I would do another Ironman, just kind of did some halves, focused on 70.3 Worlds, and then my husband was going to do Ironman Cozumel, and I was like, okay, well, I'll go do it too. And, you have to be able to race in the heat if you're going to race in Kona. So I thought it'd be a good idea to go down there and try and get some points for this year. So the swim, the swim, got stung by stuff. I'm not a fan of that water. And then
because of sea life or pollution or what?
No, like sea life.
Yeah.
I felt at one point something like took a chunk out of my arm, and I started sprinting, but nobody was around me. The men were in front, the women were behind. There were no kayakers.
Did it bite your
and I was
arm?
like, yeah, I didn't know what it was. I think
Did you bleed?
was just a sting. I think it was a sting. But
have you ever heard of a cookie cutter shark?
No. What is that?
Sorry, I'm going to give you nightmares. It's a shark. It's a little shark that when it hits you, it turns its mouth circular and spins and rips a chunk out of you like the size of a cupcake.
Oh my. Well, it definitely felt like that.
Yeah.
I thought my bicep was gone. So that was freaky.
Okay.
I was really happy to get out of the water. And
but maybe it energized you, and then you had a better race.
I started sprinting because I was scared.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if I'm allergic to this thing and I die, nobody's going to find me. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, got on the bike. The bike's a 3-loop around the island. And
cool.
I had done 70.3 Cosmo like a month or 2 months before. So I knew the course. And no U-turns. You just go around in a circle, my kind of course. And my power wasn't working. So I wasn't quite sure how far or how hard to push. I think I was a bit conservative and on the first couple laps. And then Michelle Vesserby and Camilla Pedersen, who they were 6th and I think 10th or 11th at Kona a month before. So they caught me and rode with them the 3rd lap, which was fun, I guess, to ride with some girls. And I knew that for the marathon, they were going to run a lot faster than me. I mean, the only other marathon I did was my 4-hour walk jog at Texas. So
been there, done that.
Exactly. Good
That's
times.
a hot marathon.
It is.
Yeah.
Although this year was freezing.
Yeah.
And got off for the run, and they kind of got ahead of me. But then at the end of the first lap, like they were not too far ahead of me, and I was feeling good. I'm like, okay, well, this is exciting. And second lap was a little rough. I just kind of went through a couple bad patches, but the third lap started feeling good again, and they were still ahead of me. So I was like, all right, well, maybe I can hold on to third. There were a few girls behind me who were looking good running, and I, get past during the run. That's what happens. So I was like, all right, just keep going. And all of a sudden, with less than a mile to go, I think only a K to go, I see the second place bicyclist and Camilla, and I was like, holy cow, she's right there. So I just started sprinting and sprinted to the finish and held on for a second. Yeah, that was.
Did she try to sprint to keep up?
No,
to keep you from passing?
I think she was struggling. She was struggling. So luckily I did not have to do a sprint finish. But that was surprising. I was really happy. I ran a 3:23.
Oh,
so
wow, that's nice.
For me, it was exciting and kind of gave me a bit more confidence at the distance and made me excited for this year in hopes of going to Kona. So it was a good way to end the year.
Well, I didn't know you were 5'9". I figured, because I saw something about your foot size. You tweeted it, and you admitted that evidence to the court, like you're on your own.
I know.
And something like a size 11, size 12. I was like, oh my God. And then the pictures of you, you're built like, because that picture on the podium at Cozumel. Your legs look like they start maybe at your neck. And I'm like, God, she's got to be like 6'3".
She's huge.
Most swimmers are, most really fast swimmers are really tall. And
they are.
And so I was like, but this is really great news that you're not like 6 foot something, because that would work against you at Kona because of the heat. It's the bigger you are, you got to shed all that heat. But if you're 5'9", then you've got way better odds.
I mean, I'm bigger than a lot of the women.
Yeah, it's tall, but it's not 6 foot.
Yeah.
I'm 6'3", and I get an Ironman. I get an Ironman Texas, and my body just goes like, later, dude. It's over. I'm like, and I can run so much better in cooler weather. It's dramatic.
Oh man, this year would have been great for you.
It would have been awesome.
It was crazy. I was like shivering after the race.
Yeah, I heard. I was just like, God dang it!
You picked the wrong year.
I don't do it. I've done it all these years where it was like crazy hot, and I'm just kind of cooked.
It always is. Yeah,
I know. And you're relatively new to Ironmans. And
last year was the first year.
So you're doing really good for just starting out. And but you've been doing triathlons forever, since like 2010 or something.
Yeah, my very first one was Pacific Grove, California, and that was 2009. Then 2010, I gave myself the year to try and get my pro card, and if it didn't happen, then I'd work and do whatever. So, did a few triathlons that year, and the last one qualified for my pro card. So, 2011 had high hopes of how my career was going to go, and you quickly realize being a professional triathlete is not easy, and it's been a really long process, but I feel like things are finally coming together, and luckily I'm only 32. I feel like it's still young enough where I have quite a bit of years left, and
Well, I've heard it takes about 10 years to get good at the long distance.
Oh man.
So
whoa. Well,
you're there.
Sure, I'm there.
You're getting there. Yeah.
Getting there.
I mean, to get to master it, maybe was it 7 years? But anyway, see, it makes sense. So you're right on track. Seems like. Let's see, NCAA, All-American swimmer.
Oh,
so when did you start swimming?
I was 5. Started on a year-round swim team when I was 5, and was good pretty fast. When I was 10, I was second in the country in the 100 fly. Yeah.
In the fly?
Oh my gosh. Little butterfly. Like swimming in the senior group, doing morning and afternoon practices. Bit crazy, but then didn't improve for a couple years, and then kind of slowly got back on track, and I got a full athletic scholarship to University of Nebraska, and had a great career there. Won a few Big 12 individual titles, and went to NCs. So it was a good swim career.
Did you ever swim at the Texas A&M pool?
I did. Yeah, we had
like it?
Big 12s there. Yeah, it was a good pool.
It's a nice
Went
pool.
there a lot, and UT, swam there quite a few times.
Yeah.
All over, yeah.
So why'd you pick Nebraska over other schools?
The full scholarship.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I really, at the time, had wanted to go to UCLA, being a California girl, and all my friends were going to different schools in Southern California, and I really wanted to stay, but ended up going to Nebraska and really enjoed it. I mean,
when you look back, it's only like 4 years, and then staying a little bit longer for.
It is short, and I mean, I met my husband, so can't complain about that.
I've noticed on Twitter you like to post pictures of your husband sleeping.
Oh, poor Barrett.
Yeah. Is that true? Does he do more than sleep?
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Is it you're trying to embarrass him into like going faster or something?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like posting pictures of myself. So
I know.
He's the only one in the house. Might as well post pictures of him.
My wife gets so mad. I take pictures of her while she's asleep. When she falls asleep on the couch in like terrible positions, like she'll fall asleep with her mouth hanging open, and then I'll take a picture of her and then I'll text it to her.
You're so mean.
She's like, "Really? This is what you do in your spare time?" And I go, "It's funny. Don't you think it's funny?"
It is funny.
She's like, "You better not have posted this on Twitter." I go, "No."
I know Barrett will take pictures of me, but he knows I will kill him if he posts most things on social media, because I do not like pictures of myself out there. So
I rarely post pictures of my face or of me. And then and I noticed that when I posted a picture of finally my wife took a picture of me and my son or something like that.
Yeah.
And somebody goes, "Oh, that's what you look like." And I was like, "Wow, really?"
Just post it of like your bike or what you're doing.
Yeah, I always post pictures of my bike.
Yeah.
Or the pool or something.
Exactly.
It's way more interesting than me. I'm just me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like posting pictures of themselves, though. So.
Yeah, they do. I think it's a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing.
Let's see. Specialty strokes. So what was your best event?
Oh, I was 500 mile and 400 IM.
500 mile?
Yeah.
500 and mile?
500 in the mile.
Oh, I think it's 500 miles. I was like,
Oh,
what?
no. 500 and the mile, 400 IM.
So a distance
Olympic
swimmer.
Yeah, distance. Yeah. Olympic trials, I did 400 and 800 free.
400 and 800.
So, yeah.
Okay. And I don't know what good times are for that in college anymore. So
that's okay.
What are some times?
Oh gosh. 400 free, I was 416, so it's long course meters.
Long course meters.
On course meters.
400.
Yeah.
416, you said?
416, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah, I can't remember my 800. I think like 846 or something. Well, I don't know.
And I did some calculations. It was real easy to do.
Did you?
At Ironman Texas, a 48:53, I think is what you swam. That's a one. I swim a yard pool, so that's just what I swim at.
Yeah,
locally.
I do too.
And so that's what I converted it to. That's a 109 per 100 yard pace.
That makes sense.
But like, did you even, before you started doing these distances, did you think you'd outswim the male pro field like that?
The male pro field?
Yeah. Before you first got into your first halves and fulls?
I feel like as I go longer, I'm probably better. I don't, I've never been great at sprinting, and especially as I get older and further away from my swim career, as I am a lot slower than I used to be. So the shorter distance, I have a hard time kind of getting out and going. And I think for the long stuff, it just kind of, my strength comes out a bit more at the halfway point when people are kind of starting to fall off, and I can just kind of keep the same pace. So, yeah. I don't know.
Well, I feel like that way too. If I do something short, I feel like I'm going to blow my shoulders out. Because I was a sprint freestyler growing up.
Oh, were you?
So I was a 50 and 100 yard specialist.
I was always jealous of the sprinters.
Yeah?
They got to they did lifted weights and had short swim practices. And I was over there doing a bunch of, I don't know, 7,000 swim nonstop.
That's true. You probably had a lot of time to think.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I lifted a lot of weights. And it worked. Because at first I was like the only guy on the swim team that was really into lifting weights.
Oh.
And, earlier, and because I have an older brother. And so we were all lifting weights, and I noticed immediately that I was way faster than the other guys in my age bracket. Because of the weightlifting, just the amount of horsepower you could put out.
Yeah, especially for sprinting. I think that's really important for sure.
So on your swims though, you're doing how hard are you actually trying? Are you trying, or are you just, your technique and your form from all you're doing is so good that you feel like on a scale of 1 to 10, are you doing an 8, or are you holding back? Because what I learned to do is, because I came from a swimming background, was to hold back on the swim because I need it. I need it for the bike and the run. So I'm compared to the competition, I swim around an hour, right, for an Ironman. So
yeah, that's good.
So I'm without trying too hard, I just kind of swim along, and I swim about an hour, and because I need those calories for the rest of the day. Are you doing that as well? Saving it for the run mostly is what I.
Yeah, I have a hard time getting my heart rate up and swimming. Yeah. Because it just, I kind of have one speed now, and
I agree.
I could go on forever. I don't know. Yeah. So it's, I don't want to say I'm just kind of chilling. I'm, trying to go. I know it's important for me to try and get a lead, because when you have all these women that run 3 hours or under 3 hours, and I'm definitely not, I do need that, big lead.
That was the other question I was going to ask you. Is that what's going through your mind? Is try mostly so that you can get that lead and like
Try mostly.
Because I went through this for years myself in sprint and Olympics and half Ironmans. Is I'd get out of the water in the front pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd swim. This is for age group stuff, so I'd swim like a 27 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of the first guys out.
Yeah.
One time at a small, like a local half Ironman, not an Ironman one, I was second in the swim overall. And
nice.
but then on the run, I'm getting passed by everybody. I'm totally exhausted.
Story of my life.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, Brett, let's let's try to be able to run the entire half marathon. Was my goal for like a couple of years. So I had to learn how to not try so hard on the swim because I was just exhausting myself.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like to swim smooth and you want to get out in the lead but not be tired when you get out. So I think you see that like at Ironman Texas, I had quite a big lead at the halfway mark of the bike, but then it kind of got reduced. And I think I get onto the bike and I have quite a bit of energy and I'm ready to go. While maybe
after swimming a 48. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, I need to swim that fast because my running is not that fast.
Yeah. But so, I mean, like the real meat of this interview, the questions I want to get to are like,
oh gosh,
what? Yeah, this has all just been a lead up. Sorry.
Oh no.
But no, it seems to me from all these years of doing this stuff that for Ironman distance, like for the one even pace, like I don't swim a half Ironman nowadays any faster than I swim an Ironman. It's like pretty much the same pace. And there's like, you're just kind of like cruising speed. And I feel like it's almost all technique, because if you have really clean technique, you'll slice through the water pretty fast without exhausting yourself. And like you're saying, and I point that out all the time, there's huge guys with all kinds of muscle on them, and they will swim.
They usually drown.
Yeah, they don't swim anywhere near as fast. And I got a really good dose of this. I did an open water swim at Lake Conroe. And I got beat. I did a 5K, I think it was a 5K open water swim. And I did okay. But like, I got beat by like 5-10 minutes by like some local, like freshman high school girls. And so they don't have that upper body strength,
right?
So it's not strength. It's like it's technique, completely. It seems to me like it's like almost completely technique. So like, how did you get your technique down? Do you know how you did it, or like did it just come so naturally, or did you do flexibility training in your shoulders or something?
I was definitely a naturally talented swimmer. I mean, from really young, and I think swimming competitively for 20 years and a lot of yardage, and has, obviously shown in my triathlon career, while a lot of other people, I feel like, come from run backgrounds, or not a lot, but no, quite a few. They come from run backgrounds, and then they're learning how to swim at an older age. And I've worked with a lot of adults who have really never swum, and then they want to do Ironmans, and it's tough. It's really hard to learn how to swim when you're an adult. And not to say it can't be done, but it's tough. And I coach little kids, and you can tell right away, like from little kids, if they're kind of naturally talented swimmers or if they struggle. And so I think swimming is huge on technique, and you can definitely get better at it, but some people do just have that, we call it like natural feel for the water.
Yeah. I think you can tell if there's a thing with people that they try to be more upright in the water. Their reflex is to prevent from drowning, to kind of keep their face out of the water.
Right.
And that just creates so much drag, and like to run well, to swim well. My dogs are just killing me right now. Sorry about that.
Oh, I don't care.
They're bothering me as much as they're bothering everybody else. They're barking at a dog.
They're excited.
They're
about
very
something.
excited. They're like, Lauren, we love to swim too. Yeah, I feel like there are reflexes to not drown, and so they sit more upright. And then some people are okay with it. They're just not afraid, and they'll go face down and just go with the flow. And then that builds and builds and builds and builds.
Yeah, I mean, you want to feel like you're swimming downhill. That's what so many coaches over the years have, told me, and I tell my swimmers, you want to feel like you're swimming downhill, not uphill.
Yeah. So do you
don't want your hips sinking.
Do you swim with like your head down more, or like where do you focus your hands and your head?
My hands and my head. Well, your head, you don't want to bury it too far under the water. You kind of want to keep it in a natural position in line with your body. So the water should be hitting you kind of more on the top of your head, like your forehead hairline about. And then because if you're lifting, then your hips are going to start to sink. Right. So, and you don't want to bury your head because that messes up your body position. So, yeah, finding all sorts of things you're going to focus on.
So you just said you've been doing it for so long, it's even hard for you to describe what you're doing, you think?
It is. I mean, luckily, I do coach every day, so I have to tell my little kids what to work on. Yeah. But yeah, there's lots of things.
So
I could write you a big article on what to do for swimming.
Have you ever posted a video of you swimming, like your form? When you did Ironman Texas last year, right? It was on YouTube. Like they live streamed a bunch of it, and then you swam through the pro field, and I tried to, because I'm all about that. It's probably technique, right? Because you can make huge gains in just changing little things, kind of here and there. Yeah. And I was like, I got to see her swim form, because I coach too, and that's one thing that I do is I send people videos of good swimmers like Sun Yang. Sun Yang's one of my favorite. And I'm like, this guy's form is incredible. Yeah. And, Phelps and all these other guys. But it's so I was trying to find a video of you swimming, the video footage of you swimming through the pro field. But it was so fast. Like they just did the end and there you were. Yeah. And I think you surprised me.
I can do that. Yeah. I'll have my husband take a video. I think the underwater, everybody kind of recovers differently. I mean, I think some people are more straight arm. I'm definitely bent arm. But definitely focusing on your underwater pull is really important. And
do you do the high elbow thing and then you spread your fingers at all, or do you keep them together, or what do you do?
Kind of in the middle. Yeah. Not like super tied and together, but definitely not open. I see so many people swimming wide open. And like we always say, do you eat soup with a fork? With a spoon or a fork, right? Yeah. You're not going to get in a broth with a fork, so get your fingers together. Do
you do like high cadence, or do you try to get some glide in, or?
I kick a lot in my stroke. I always have, so I have a pretty long stroke. So a lot different than I feel like most triathletes who have a way faster arm rate and don't kick very much. But this just, how I swam all my life. So interesting. Can't really change it. I kick a lot. So
do you do kicking in training? Do you do kickboard drills? Or
I don't, but obviously growing up and in college, we kicked a lot. And actually, funny, I told my husband after Ironman Texas, I was like, I need to start kicking more in workout because my hip flexors hurt so bad by the end of the swim at Ironman Texas. Because I just kick a ton when I swim, but I just don't kick anymore during practice. I mean, my husband we go and just swim like 3 to 4K straight and freestyle. We do super boring stuff. And
I do that. I do the 4K straight.
Just go do it. Get it done quickly.
People are like, you're insane. And I'm like, you do that in the race.
Yes.
So you should be doing it in training. So that way, because people are overwhelmed. They just feel like, because I remember at first I didn't do it, right? And then in an Ironman, you're just like, you're only halfway through the swim. And you're like, it's so, like, when is this going to end, And it's just, it takes like an hour or so to do it.
Right.
So just go do it. And then during the race, it's just like in every other training day.
Yeah. Well, what I find interesting is talking to people, I don't want to say just age groupers, but a lot of pros swim quite a bit, I feel like. But age groupers, they'll go bike 112 miles and run marathons for workout and do all this stuff, but they never even swim 4,000. I'm like, oh man, you should, then they want to know how to get better. I'm like, well, you need to swim more,
Yeah. We'll bike 3, 4, 5 hours.
But you don't
swimming
swim
nonstop for an hour. That's the thing. I was on a master's, like a triathlete master's. It was real small swim team for a little bit. And after a while I quit because I couldn't stand it because we were never swimming.
Oh, yeah.
Like
doing drills.
Because, coming from a swim background, I know that, like, if you want to be good at, a mile, 2 miles or something like that, that you can't be practicing 100s.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a time to be doing some of that stuff, but you definitely just need to get in some yardage too,
I can promise you that if you made a video of your swimming form, it would be huge because everybody wants to know what you're doing.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'll work on that.
No one will watch it though. Don't worry about it. No one will watch it. But I'm just telling you, like, it would be all about your technique, like how your stroke rate and what you're doing and your hand placement. And then, like, where your head is, how high your head is. Because whatever you're doing is... There's so few people that are so good in Ironman at the swim, like that, that you would be, like, almost like a case study of, like... I'm serious, though. Of, like, this is how... If you got your form, at least, to look like this, that there's nothing wrong with this form. Like, this is really good. Now, how much power you put out is up to your training. But if you can get your form more like this, then at least that's a good starting point.
Yeah, so many people have different strokes, and I can't say that.
Well, I mean more like body position. Body position. How high up your legs are and where your head is and where your hand is, what's kind of happening.
Pull. I mean, I'm always thinking about the people around me. Like when I'm at the Y swimming and I'm looking over, like, man, I really want to give that guy some tips.
I know. You wouldn't believe just me. Like, I'm swimming in practice, I'm swimming like a 122. You know? And I get people stopping me like, oh my God. and I can only imagine.
You're so awesome.
Yeah. But believe me, it's a very small local pool. What college did you swim for? And I'm like, nothing. I was just high school. Like, but they're I can only imagine, like, you swimming, do you get stopped, like, all the time? People saying people tell you in the locker room, that's where I get it a lot. It's like, man, your swim stroke is great.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Quite a bit. Yeah, and my husband and I, we swim side by side, stroke for stroke, so people are always commenting on...
Oh, is he as fast as you too? Is he a swimmer?
Yeah,
oh,
he is.
Sweet.
He's a swimmer. Yeah.
That's kind of like romantic, y'all swimming next to each other.
I wouldn't say that. Like,
you could tie your one hand together and then, like, swim.
Exactly.
That would be a cool race, actually, is tying two people's wrists together and then a relay. Or a three-legged relay. Or three-legged race.
Yes.
But with your arms tied together.
Your arms?
Yes. That needs to be a thing.
Interesting.
And it needs to be couples.
Oh, man. Yeah. We would rock that. We'd rock that. Yeah, it's always a thing between my husband and I who's going to go faster in the swim portion of races. And, if he beats me, then maybe I have to, I don't know, cook dinner or something. But if I beat him, maybe he can pack my bike for me. So,
Yeah. That's funny.
yeah, we always have a thing going.
Wow. Okay, so let's move over to the bike. What did you do on the bike to improve? Right, you come from a swim background. I guess you picked up biking later on, more competitive biking. So, what kind of working out did you do did you do like a lot of intervals or just a lot of volume to get your speed up? Because you're an excellent cyclist as well. I mean, you're holding that lead against professional competition, until the end of the bike portion. So it's crazy.
My biking's definitely gotten better. My first triathlon, I could barely ride a bike, couldn't take my hand off the handlebars to get my water bottle. So I've come a long way since 2009.
That's funny. I know people like that.
Yeah.
And if it's guys, I tease them. I go, that's adorable. We really have to pull over for you to get a drink out of your water bottle.
I know.
And they're like, shut up, dude. I'm like, but you're a cop. You should be like tougher than this, I would think.
I know. Yeah. It's been a process. I think I've just kind of gotten a little bit better over the years. And like 2 years ago, I really started biking quite a bit more. And last year I was biking a lot on the trainer, like 15, 16 hours a week on the trainer.
Ooh, wow.
During like Ironman build.
Yeah. Trainer's pretty real too.
It is.
Yeah.
I like it though. And
I do too.
So just biking a lot has helped, and doing steady rides, long intervals, short intervals, all sorts of things.
So just a nice mix of stuff.
Yeah. I feel like we do a big mix of things for sure.
What's a long ride for you on the trainer? Like
6 hours.
6 hours. Oh my God. Why? You're not riding 6 hours in the race? Why are you doing 6 hours on the bike in training?
Well, it's probably, because I don't push as many watts during my training rides as I would in a race. So I feel like if it's more a 5-hour bike during an Ironman, maybe trainer, it'd be more like 5.5. So, you need to go longer.
Yeah.
I would never run a marathon, but I just can't run that much. But biking, I don't get injured, so I can just bike a lot of hours.
What do you do to entertain yourself for that long on the trainer?
I watch a lot of Netflix.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just go through shows very quickly.
Do you do any like trainer software or anything? Like I like doing Zwift for a while, and then I'll get bored of it, and then I'll go back to it, and I'll get bored of it.
Yeah, I never have. I know people are really into that.
So cool. Yeah.
But me, I only watch TV when I'm on the trainer, so I get really excited to catch up on
I've told people about that rule. That's a really good rule. People are like, I could never do that. And I go, make a rule where you only watch TV if you're on the trainer, on the bike.
I mean, it's good,
And then it's cool. Yeah.
It is, yeah. So just a lot of shows.
So what's a long interview for you? Or this one. What's a long interval for you?
We'll do like 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Intervals, and then so going 45 hard, and then 15 easy, and do that a few times, like kind of descending, I think.
I guess if you're on there 6 hours, then a 45-minute interval.
Yeah, right.
I've
There's
done
all
that.
sorts of things you can do.
I don't think I've done a 6. I've done a 5.
Okay, I mean, that's
on
good.
rollers one time as a bet.
Oh gosh.
This girl I know, she's awesome. She could be pro if she wanted. She qualified for a pro card and didn't take it. She did.
What's her name?
Christine Lynch. She's married to John Hirsch, who's a pro.
Okay. So you had a bet.
She rode rollers, or the trainer, I can't remember, for 5 hours. Because I did 4.5. And then so I did 5:01, and then
nice.
And then she was like, "It's over. We're not doing this anymore. This is stupid."
On rollers.
Rollers, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I counted once an hour. Just a minute, just to get off and go pee or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I have never tried rollers. I'm pretty sure I would kill myself.
That's bike skills
So,
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then her husband, he's funny as hell. He started teasing me, and then he posted pictures of him riding rollers, no hands.
Oh, gosh.
And so then I had to learn how to do it. No, I can do no
Of
hands
course.
rollers, one-legged.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's
Are you serious?
yeah. Well, you're
I
on there
wanna
for
see a video
hours.
of
You get
that.
really
Oh my
bored. You know,
gosh.
you gotta like entertain yourself. This was before Netflix too.
No hands and one leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I can't even do no hands, like, just at any point.
Did you see the video
on
of
the
the?
bike?
Gosh, she was a pro cyclist that was. She cooked dinner while on rollers. She
No. I am missing out on all sorts of
yeah, she was cooking like in a skillet, you know, like frying something, and then
How did
on
she
rollers.
reach it?
Just next to you. You just do
Oh
your
my
bike
gosh.
sideways.
I'm going to have to
Maybe she was
YouTube
making
this
pancakes. I can't remember.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Cyclist and cooking. All right. I'm going to look it up later.
Okay. She's probably died. She's probably dead now because like she had a oven explosion or something.
Yeah,
like
that doesn't seem too safe,
Yeah.
but cool nonetheless.
Yeah, it was very impressive. I'm sure guys are like, "Will you marry me? This is the best.
This is the best
Cyclist
thing
and
ever.
you cook like that. That's great."
Oh my
Let's see.
goodness.
So on your run training, so I would imagine
Oh.
from my own experience that
Oh,
running
yeah. Swimming to running. Oh.
is really difficult because I remember one of the most painful things I've ever done is my senior year in high school.
Yeah.
The swim season was over. They said, our coach goes, "All right, I just want to, seniors, you know, you got kind of the day off. I want you to go run." And we ran like a mile, and our legs broke.
Yes.
They like shattered.
Yeah. That is swimmers for you.
Yeah. So
Not
how did
fun.
you? I had all kinds of problems, and I actually grew up running quite a bit, but
Okay.
not like super competitively or anything like that. And so, what did you find? I'm going to walk downstairs here.
Yeah.
My wife ordered a pizza, and she's not here, and apparently it's showing up.
Oh, yum.
My wife has a thing where she tries to sabotage my triathlon career.
That's okay.
She's jealous. She hides all my equipment.
I'm sure she does. That sounds like my husband. Where did you put this?
Just yesterday, I
I
was
did not
like,
touch it.
"Where's my running?" I have like a belt thing that I wear with clip-on
Right.
flasks because it's so hot here. And I was totally blaming her for losing it
Oh, yeah.
or putting it away somewhere. And then it turned out that I put it in my car.
That must be a male thing.
Yeah. She's expecting an apology from me any day now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Used to it.
Yeah, she's used to it. Okay, so let's see. So how'd you improve your running? Because what'd you say, 320 marathon?
Yeah, 323, and I did 319 last weekend.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay, so how'd you get your run speed up like that? What kind of training did you do?
It's been
For
a
those swimmers out there that are wondering.
very long process for
Yeah.
sure. I spent probably the first, 5 years being injured a lot.
5 years
And like only running when I'm racing. I did a couple years of that. I mean, it's been really rough. But last year was the first year that like I got injured before Ironman Texas, took a break, but then did not get injured again, and knock on wood, still haven't been. So this has been my longest time period of consistent running, which is, very helpful to improving.
Yeah.
And a couple of things we've done, we found that doing a lot of double runs has really helped me. So, you need to get in those miles if you're going to be doing a marathon. But so for me, we've been doing, during my last build, we were doing double runs like 3 times a week. So just
So like you're
breaking
saying
up.
twice in the same day, like in the morning and then in the evening?
Just breaking them up. And so my quote long runs would be an hour and a half in the morning and then 30 in the afternoon. So, I mean, I never ran over like 15, 16 miles in a day, but it really, I was able to stay consistent. So that's been helpful, I guess, just trying to find what's worked. And I think we can still do a lot of, like my husband said, I don't think I've really been training for running. Like a lot of it's just kind of been easy running, trying not to get injured and staying healthy. And so hopefully now I have a good kind of base under me. I think we can start doing more intervals, hopefully. And just keep trying to stay healthy.
Yeah. It's so easy to get injured running. It's so crazy how easy it is. And trying to get, so the people I coach when, if they're newer to long distance stuff, so you're trying to grow them into half Ironmans. Yeah. I do, all their runs are just easy. And all of them. And I'm like, until you're doing like 30 something miles a week, 35 miles a week for a long time, we don't even touch hard because it's so damaging if you don't come from that kind of background. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So it's been really long process. Yeah. But that's okay. Did you have a breaking point where you like a good breaking point where you're like it just started clicking and then you started enjoying it a lot more? Because that happened to me where I was running and I was terrible. I was doing the thing where I was pretending. I think I was fooling myself. I was doing shorter distance stuff. Oh no, I was getting into half Ironmans and I was just terrible on the run. And I was like, I was avoiding runs. I feel your pain. Yeah. But I would swim and I would bike, and then I would only run just barely, like just on occasion. I wasn't into it. And I think it's from growing up as a swimmer, right? And then, at one point I signed up for a ultra marathon because a friend got me into it. How do you go from not running to signing up for an ultra? I'm just not I'm not a road running like culture kind of guy. Okay. So you're doing ultra. I've done like 6 or something. I don't know how many ultra marathons, like 50 and 100 mile. And then I've done all these Ironmans, right? Yeah. And I've never run a marathon standalone. I'm just not interested. I just don't care. No. If I'm going to run a long time, I'd rather be in the woods or it's part of an Ironman. Yeah. The whole thing, like qualifying for Boston and like all that run stuff, I've just never really been into it. Yeah. So I signed up for something that was way bigger than I'd ever done. And so I started running a lot to be ready. It scared me into actually running. And then all of a sudden it clicked. Like I started running a little bit faster, like my speed dropped to where I was actually running more efficiently, I think. And then I was like, this is fun. Like, this is actually fun. I feel good. This is nice. I like this. And from then on out, I've loved running. I couldn't wait to get out and run again. Did you have a moment like that, or you just still tolerating it, or what? I think because you're running pretty fast. That's great time. Thanks. I think just running consistently and healthy has made me enjoy running. I mean, for so many years, every time I went out to run, I was like, okay, how bad is it going to hurt today? That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. I mean, this is going to suck. Yeah. It's like, oh, great. This is, I need to take time off for this, or I need to take time off for that. And it was just, it was difficult. But last year, just starting to run consistently. And then my husband and I went to Bend, Oregon for a couple weeks in August to get away from the heat, and I got to run on trails, and it was so much fun. That was the first time I've ever enjoyed running. Yeah. And that was mine too. I was in the woods, and I was like, this is fantastic. This is so amazing. And you're like going around in different places and just exploring. So that was really nice. I wish we had more of that around here in Texas. Yeah, it's hard to find. I know in Fort Worth, there's like some levees and stuff you can run on that are trails. Yeah. On the bike, you're riding a Ventum, which is a super cool looking bike. It is. What do you keep in the top tube and then the front water hydration thing? So
In the Ventum hydration system, I do Scratch Labs.
That's
like
good
their electrolyte mix, and that's during both halves and fulls. And then up top, in the Torhans bottle, I have gels and a water mix. So during a half, there's 7 gels and water. During a full, there's 14 gels and water. And then during
in the
fulls,
front thing, you mix that in there?
Yeah.
You just drink that sludge like that? What do you wash it down with?
No, it's actually it's liquidy. But it's not thick at all.
What kind of gels do you use? Use like power gel?
I use vanilla Power Bar.
Yeah, that's actually real runny stuff, so that mixes easily.
Yeah, like goos are super thick, and so I don't think that would work with that.
Yeah. I've noticed that opening up a Power Bar one, after you've done some goos, you open up a Power Bar one and it just like shoots all over the place. You're like, golly, what is this? Is this water?
Yeah, definitely different consistencies for sure. And and then during fulls, it's just water.
But you just grab water bottles as you're going through aid stations? And
no,
where do you keep all those?
Like in the Torhans bottle up front, I just have the gel water mix the whole time. I don't add to it. No.
Wait, so how many gels?
14 during a full.
So wait, how long does it take you? What was your bike time? Like 4.5?
Almost 5, 4:50 something.
So wait, how many gels is that per hour? How many gels do you do per hour?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I do. I switch off every 15 minutes, so I have either a couple sips of the gel water mix, and then the other 15 minutes I eat a couple Scratch Lab gummies. I have like a little Torhans bento box.
So do you know how many calories per hour that is? Is it?
No.
We'd have to figure it out.
I can figure it out.
Yeah, now's not the time. We can't do math in the interview at the same time.
14 gels, like 100 each, plus a couple Scratch gummies.
Yeah, that's probably about 300 calories per hour.
I don't know.
Yeah. I saw Matt Hansen said something. He has 500 calories per hour.
Oh, yeah.
That is a lot. I was just like, wow.
Well, he does run really fast off the bike, so.
So there you go.
Maybe I need to count the calories and figure it out. I don't know.
And let's see. You run latex tubes or tubeless, or what do you do for tires?
So typically I do clinchers and I have latex tubes. But the past couple races, I'm on Edco wheels this year. They're a new sponsor of mine. And I've had tubulars for the past 2 races, but I'm going to start using my clinchers with latex tubes for the next race.
Yeah.
So.
Hold on, I'm going to silence these dogs once and for all. Not in a bad way, sorry. Come here. Hey guys, come here. Come here. We're actually moving because these dogs, we're up against a street where there's people walking all the time. Hey, come here.
Oh, so they just
and it's
bark
just
all the
so
time?
stressful because they're barking all the time. That's one of the several reasons that we're moving. I just can't handle it anymore.
Yeah,
it's so terrible.
Understandable.
Golly.
My husband and I sleep with a really loud fan because my neighbor's dog barks all night long.
On behalf of some owners of dogs, but we hate it too, and we're embarrassed.
Well, I feel bad. I don't think she can hear it. So
yeah, that's true too. This house is perfect for somebody that's deaf.
Yeah, right. Man, I wish I could just take out some hearing aids and not hear at night. That'd be great.
I know. When we were looking at a house, there was one like right next to a freeway. Not right next to it, but it was pretty close. And we were like, no, we didn't know that. Go and look at it. We're like, no, it's too loud because we're trying to get away from loud. My wife accidentally met the people that lived in the house next door. And they're like, does that noise not bother you? And they were old. And said, no, they wear hearing aids and they just take them out.
So fantastic.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, that was such a one upside, I guess, of losing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. How do you like the Ventum in general? Like, do you get a lot of questions about it? Because that's a really cool looking bike.
I do, yeah. I mean, people always are coming up to me and like, wow, that's such a cool bike. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's pretty awesome.
So how does it ride? Does it have a lot of flex in the frame or none? Like you can't tell any difference between it and another frame, or?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's really stiff. And I just love it. And the hydration system is perfect for me during half Ironmans. I don't have to stop at an aid station at all. So it's,
wow. Yeah, because it holds a ton.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like 1.4 liters. So two bottles. And then plus I have the Torhons up front. So I mean, it's like 3 bottles on the bike. And
that's just about right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's perfect. And the Ventum like tests faster with the bottle.
Right.
So, you know, I'm not losing any aerodynamics or any time because of the hydration.
So where do you keep spare tire and bike tools and stuff?
I don't always. At some races, I put in the back of my seat. But yeah, I knew that for my tubulars, if something happened, I wasn't going to change it. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I didn't keep anything for the last couple races.
I think I saw one picture today when I was looking up on your profile and stuff, a picture of you riding. And I was like, is this a race? Because there's nothing on that bike. And then I was like, I think that's a race. I think I think you had a race number or something like that. And I'm like, dude, she is all in.
That's right. You know? I mean, I'm not there to finish, you know, gotta.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know. I mean, it'd take me a really long time probably to change a tire. I probably need to work on those skills as well.
Yeah. Well, I've had it go either way. Like I'm pretty good at that stuff. And then sometimes you're just out of luck. Like you're just, that tire's not going to get changed. It's just a mess.
Yeah. I've had a tire completely blow, like on the seam before.
Yeah.
That was a couple of years ago. That was rough. That put me out of the race.
So how do you, just a couple more questions. How do you eat? Like what's your diet beliefs?
I'm a pretty healthy eater.
Yeah. You eat kind of middle of the road, like you're not one of these. What do they call the
like
raging vegans? Where they only eat vegan but out of donated food?
No, I do none of that. I eat regular food.
Yeah.
Everything in moderation, right?
Yeah.
So
are there any foods you avoid?
Not really.
Do you drink beer? Do you drink coffee?
Oh, lots and lots of coffee. A lot. We maybe have a drink a week, like if we go out for dinner. But
sounds pretty normal.
Or maybe this past week after an Ironman, maybe I have a glass of wine every night, which I usually don't. So, just nothing special. I eat like oatmeal every day, rice cakes and peanut butter. I don't know. Most people probably don't like that, but big salads at night. Rice and eggs. That's one of my favorites after workouts.
Rice and eggs after a workout.
Rice and eggs.
For your
after my
starchy
last workout.
carbs and your protein and fat.
Yeah. So usually after my last workout, I'll eat rice and eggs because I can use the rice cooker. Easy to do. And then after I coach and it's like 8:30 at night, I come home and eat a salad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing special.
You make it sound so just like plain.
I'm not crazy about anything. We we'll go eat pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what do you do for the day job? You're coaching, you said?
Yeah, I coach swimming. A little club swimming, Fort Worth area swim team. I've been there for 5 years, so I love it, and it works out really well because I have until 4 to train, so it's not like I don't get in the training I need. And
oh wow! So you can get up whatever time you feel like because you don't have a morning gig, and then you can train until 4, and then you coach from 4 until.
I leave at 5, and I coach for a couple hours, then come home. So I'm gone 5 to 8.
Oh wow! And you're coaching kids, you said.
Kids, yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun.
My youngest is 9, oldest is 13. Yeah, I have a great group of kids, like
age,
20 kids. Yeah, it's good. Swim meets on the weekends, so I feel like I'm opposite of most people. I do almost all my training Monday through Friday, and then Saturday, Sundays, not much.
Not much.
Yeah, it's like an hour spin, maybe a run.
Is this like a traveling team that you coach, like an elite level team of kids?
I mean, we have some really good kids, but we don't have to travel really, just around our area for swim meets. So
is that like I remember in Houston where I grew up, it's like Blue Tide was the name of a team.
Blue Tide, yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
Yeah, we have some fast people. Dana Volmar used to swim. She's Olympic gold medalist. Lots of kids, going off to college to go swim. Yeah, we're a good team. A little smaller than some of the other teams around here, which are just like huge conglomerate teams that are like 1,000 kids at 5 different pools.
Oh my gosh.
We're not like that. Yeah, we have
a lot of stress.
one pool. Yeah, we have one pool, which I love.
It's a lot of pressure to be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just big. I mean, I go to a swim meet, I know all the kids, which I like.
Yeah.
So,
well, what about you got some races coming up. You got Santa Rosa. Are you gonna go do that? 70.3.
Yeah. So
Raleigh?
Plans have changed.
Oh, okay.
Plans have changed. I'm actually gonna go do 70.3 Monterey with my husband in a couple weeks. And then I'll go do Raleigh. And then I'm going to take probably a little bit of a mid-season break, just a little bit of time off in June, and then get going and do a couple more halves, 7.3 Worlds, and hopefully Kona. So kind of all about, no, I have not made Kona yet, but hopefully I am in the top 35 women, and that's the goal, is to do well there. So we're kind of, training will be focused on that. So not getting burnt out now and keeping things light kind of over the summer.
I feel like it seems like it takes years to figure out how to get to Kona, to earn enough points as a pro. It sounds like really difficult.
Yeah, it's tough for everyone, right?
Yeah. It's hard enough just to become a pro, and then they do that to you. They're like, yeah, you got to earn all these points.
Yeah, and what's tough is you don't exactly know how many points it's going to take.
Right,
so
'cause it's a moving target.
Like, oh, yeah. But hopefully I'll have enough.
We wish you luck. If you want, do you coach adults? If anybody listening to this podcast is like, man, I'd love to work with her. Do you do that? Have you thought about it?
Not too much, because it's a little tough to find the pool space and the time to do it. But I kind of helped out a few friends here and there. Yeah, mainly sticking with the kids.
Yeah.
But
if you're doing Ironmans and you need help and you're 10 years old, join your swim team.
But ask me questions. I mean, I am more than happy for people to ask me questions about swimming or whatever.
So, to do that, you're LB_Brandon on Twitter.
Yes.
But is that the best way to get in touch with you, or is there a better way?
Yeah, or you can go through my blog, lbtriathlon.com, and there's a contact page where you can email me. So that's another way.
Okay. Well, cool. Yeah. Well, best luck. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
This has been great.
Thanks,
and
Brad,
you survived. It wasn't that bad.
I did. Now I was really nervous at first. Now I'm okay, because I forgot that anybody even
I did all that pizza stuff and dog barking on purpose.
Exactly.
That was all fake. To take the pressure
we're
off
just having a conversation.
You're like, look how bad this guy's handling it. I can't possibly be that bad.
No, it was great.
Yeah, anyway. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Brett. I appreciate it.
Pick it up.
All right, thanks, Lauren, and I hope to have her back on as she continues to succeed with all of her racing. I was watching the video I was watching today. She was in it while I was on the bike. It was the 70.3 championships in Switzerland, I think, or Austria, I mean. Anyway, I go, hey, I think that's Lauren, which was pretty cool. And let's see, Starkey was in it too, by the way. I think she beat him. Or another female pro was, it was Daniela Reef was given an interview at the finish line, and then I saw Starkey coming across the finish line after. All right, let's see. We have some bonus news that we need to get out there. Alistair Brownlee won the St. George half Ironman, 70.3 half Ironman, beating not Fredinho, but Lionel Sanders. Beat Lionel Sanders, which was one whopper of a race. A lot of thumbs down from everybody, pissed off that there was no video coverage of this race because it was, Sebastian Kienle was in it. So, and a whole lot of other male pros that are big names were in this. This was the unofficial throwdown leading up to Kona that everybody was in. And Alistair Brownlee barely beat Lionel Sanders. But he beat Lionel Sanders by, this is a half Ironman, beat him by 3 minutes, 4 minutes or something like that out of the water. And then Lionel Sanders just started chasing him down. Now, the thing about Alistair Brownlee is this is only his second ever half Ironman distance. But if you don't know who the Brownlee brothers are, this is a really big deal. This guy, if he doesn't get injured, is going to dominate the triathlon long-distance circuit pretty soon, because just like Fredinho, he's coming from the ITU, the triathlon, international triathlon circuit, the Olympics. Alistair's won gold twice in the Olympics at the international distance, the Olympic distance. And for him to show up and start doing half Ironmans is a really, really big deal, because Kona's next. And he's won both of the half Ironmans that he's been in. Now, it's not a big jump from Olympic to half Ironman. It's like it's not quite double the distance. And so people always say that it's not that much. The training to do well in a half Ironman really isn't that much difference from Olympic. It's still a lot of acceleration, hard power, and then it's when you get into the Ironman distance that it becomes a nutrition competition, and more about smarts and not going too fast and being patient and not going too hard and then blowing up. And you do have to learn that. So we'll see how Alistair does. And this is going to be the one guy that Fredinho's got to be terrified of. This guy's insane. Like, he wins everything. He's absolutely amazing. Okay, let's before we get to the letters, let's do one sponsor, and let me pick one out here. Well, I should always mention Suunto. So Suunto makes, of course, watches, GPS watches, and you can check out my Instagram, again, zentriathlon.com. I'm always posting pictures of the Spartan, and they sent me, over the years, they occasionally send me a watch to play with, and I post tons of pictures like how cool it is and everything. And lately I've had the Spartan heart rate one, the one that has the green lasers on the back, and I've gotten addicted to it. I love it. It's so cool. It does heart rate while you swim, and it's kind of iffy with that. That's not every watch is having trouble doing that, but having a watch that does great heart rate while you run. So I was running this morning, and I was like, oh my God, I don't have a stupid heart rate strap on. I can just run and see my heart rate. And I was on the bike, and I didn't put on a heart rate strap. I just looked at my wrist and did that. I have a Garmin bike computer between my hands, but I didn't feel the need to put on a heart rate strap. I just looked at my wrist to see my heart rate. And I mean, this thing is a full-blown, top of the line triathlon watch, and it's touch screen, and it's beautiful heart rate graphs and stuff while you're doing it. Oh, and when I did the sprint triathlon against Kai, that's what I wore. And I forgot to hit the stupid button to start the swim. And then I got out of the water. I go, I wonder what my swim time was. And I looked down, and it goes, would you like to swim? Kind of thing. And I was like, dang it. So I started it real quick, and I got the bike. I got transition 1, and then the bike, and then the transition 2, and I was about to say giggity. And then the run all super accurate heart rate, like no heart rate strap to worry about, no heart rate strap to lose in the swim. I mean, it was awesome. It was like so cool. And of course it does elevation and, everything that they all do. It's really badass. And in that race I got third in my age group, and it was a legit stacked triathlon. It's called the rookie tri because they have a rookie field, like if you're a newcomer, but that's about half of it. The other half had pros and an open wave. And I didn't even bring my my front race wheel or my aero helmet. I just wore a regular road helmet because I thought it was going to be all rookies. And I show up, and I thought the not the experienced way. What do they call it? Veteran is what they call it. The veteran category was just going to be a few people. No, it was half the race out of. God, there was like 40 people in my age group, just 40 to 44. And, but I did get, I got third. I got podium, and I had people aero helmets and zip 808s, and oh my gosh, it was absolutely crazy. Diamond beam bikes, and there I was on my, my regular little old road wheel on the front, but my training wheel on the front. But I did have I had the trick up my sleeve, and I had my Sunto Spartan, and super easy to use, super user friendly. Absolutely love it. Okay, so that's Sunto. Let's do a salt stick while we're here. Let's see. Your water doesn't work unless you have enough salt in it. You got to add some sodium to it, and then it makes your water stick. Right, it'll pass right through you. If you don't have enough electrolytes in your water, it actually dehydrates you because your water just flushes right through you, and it takes your nutrition and everything with it, and you end up flushing a whole lot out. So you got to have just enough electrolytes or some in there to make your water actually work. And you can do it easily because Salt Stick comes in capsules that you can easily pop open and salt or electrolyte your water to the amount that you need. Or you can pop a whole capsule if you want. They've got the twist dispensers. They're kind of like a Pez dispenser, but you can actually twist it, and the capsules come out as needed, which is really cool. And man, I've been using them for a long time now. I love them. Absolutely cool. And they're composed. The ratio of the different chemicals in there is the same that your sweat is made out of. It's not just sodium. It's got potassium. It's the other things that it has in it is the same ratios as that when you sweat out. So a lot of these don't. A lot of the other electrolyte blends don't have the ratios of the same as what comes out of you. They make it the same as what comes out of you, so that when you put it in, it evens things out. It's absolutely really cool. And you can get 25% off with your order from Salt Stick with this discount code ZenTri25 at shopsaltstick.com. Only in the U.S. But you can find Salt Stick in 30 countries via their website at saltstick.com using a store locator. Okay, so go if you're in the United States, go to shopsaltstick.com and get 25% off with discount code ZenTri25. If you're a fan of the show but you live somewhere else outside the United States, which a lot of y'all do, then just do what you can and go to saltstick.com and find a store locator and get some Salt Stick near you, and email them and tell them I'm here because of Brett from ZenTri. Okay, let's read some cards and letters. Let me scroll down. I keep these. I add them to my list throughout the week. Scott R. says, oh my gosh, this is a long one. Okay, hi Brett, sweet! Exclamation point. Thanks for the quick turnaround. I love using Hornet Juice. We'll get into that in a minute. Like you say, it makes you feel like a diesel engine. I have Ironman Lake Placid coming up this summer, so I'll definitely get some use out of it. Hey, by the way, I've been meaning to write you for a while. I've been listening to ZenTri for years now. I heard about you while listening to the Age Grouper podcast back in the day. Yeah, whatever happened to those guys? And I was sorry to hear when you broke your arm. Yeah, that sucked. I had a very similar injury back in 2006. I was able to go to grad school at Iowa State and decided to join an intramural wrestling team with some friends because we wrestled in high school. During one of those meets, I had to wrestle up 20 pounds. That means 20 pounds heavier because we didn't have anyone else available. Long story short, the other guy tried to take me down. I landed on my arm weird and broke my elbow. Yep, that's what I did. I tripped while running and broke my arm, putting my arm out to save myself. Was running in the dark. The old crannon, the pointy part of your elbow, broke off and was pulled up the back of my arm and my tricep. What? Oh, Jesus. I went to the hospital and they put 2 pins and some wires and pulled my arm back. The doctor said I may never fully use my arm back. It was pretty excruciating for a couple of years. Every time it would rain, my arm would lock up. That's weird. Really? Oh man. Once it healed up, I ended up losing about 15 degrees of extension in my left arm. Yep. That's about where I'm at. I think I'm down to 10 degrees lost. I began doing triathlons in 2010, and by then I had gotten used to have a shortened arm and never thought really affected my swimming ability. This past November, I went in and had a surgeon remove the pins from my arms. I've gotten an additional 10 degrees of extension back. Yeah, see? Doing push-ups and swimming have gotten a bit easier, and I'm feeling faster in the pool. Yeah, so for people that are new, I tripped and fell, I exploded the capsule that the elbow joint is in, and that creates scar tissue when it tries to heal back up, and then you can't straighten your elbow back out. And they say it's one of the most painful things you can do injury-wise. And when I was sitting there, they go on a scale, because they're trying to figure out what I've done, and one of the questions is ask how painful it is. They go, so how painful is it? And I said, I imagine that there could be something more painful than this, but I don't know what it is. But if you took a 9-inch nail and heated it until it was glowing red and then hammered it into my elbow, that might hurt worse. I was just sitting there trying not to throw up and holding my arm, and because of the pain. And then the doctor in the emergency room said, "You're not going to be able to ever straighten your arm out ever again. That's part of this injury." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Straighten out your other arm." And he goes, "See how you can straighten it out all that way to it's actually hyperextended a little bit?" I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, you're not going to get that." Just move my arm right now. It cracked. I was trying to move it for the microphone. It made some scar tissue crunching sounds. Anyway, so it's been miserable the past, year and a half that I've been trying to get my arm back together. So I get these emails from people. So let's get back to it. Your show has been the point of this long ramble is that I feel your pain and you should not let your injury get in your way. I know you never would, but I thought you might like to hear from someone who went through something similar. Yes, dude, it does really help to hear from other people. Something similar. That's a good lesson for all of us is when you're experiencing something, you're not alone. Try to find a community that has the same problems or dealing with the same issues. And you can feel a lot better about your situation. And some people, have gotten better, and it gives you hope. It's really nice. Your show has been a huge influence for me in sport, and I'm trying to keep a calm mind. I have 2 little girls, ages 4 and 5. Oh my God, that's got to be mayhem. And hearing you work with Kai reminds me to keep them involved with my training as much as possible. Thanks for doing what you do, keeping us all motivated. One last thing, and I'll let you go. I swear, I work with a coach who recently turned from triathlon training to opening a CrossFit gym. Gym. Okay, so for the last few years, I've been combining CrossFit and endurance training to train for an Ironman, other triathlons, marathons, obstacle course races, and such. I've been able to reduce my training volume to around 12 to 15 hours per week for an Ironman. Yeah, I totally agree. I was wondering, what is your opinion on using high-intensity weight and calisthenic training for endurance racing? Okay, I'm done now. Thanks again for the Hornet Juice. You keep the rubber side down. Okay, thanks, by the way, Scott, for the email. That's really cool. And I 100% agree mostly on CrossFit. So some people get into CrossFit and they get into doing the heavy weights as explosively as possible because that's kind of the glamour in CrossFit is how fast can you lurch things over your head, and people lose their form and technique. I'm sure everybody's heard of this. And then you end up, I call it injury fit. Cross injury, whatever, because you're just begging to throw something out or tear something because the weights are really heavy and you're just doing it as fast as you can. Okay, so if you avoid that, and you didn't have to be CrossFit, it can be a whole lot of stuff. If you, because in Scott's email right here, he phrased it. He knows what he's asking. He knows what he's doing. He phrased it correctly, because he reclassified it as, where did it go? What is your opinion on using high intensity weight and calisthenic training? Right now, so if you kind of angle your CrossFit more towards that, then you get rid of that injury risk, and hell yes, dude, you can be way stronger. So honestly, all you need is 12 to 15 hours a week to be able to finish an Ironman. It's more about consistency and doing that a long time. And what happens is it's the hills that get to you, right? When I was doing the sprint triathlon with Kai, it's real hilly. And because I do intervals on the bike, and I'm talking like I do hard intervals so that my legs are burning. I do short ones, short, hard intervals, and it makes your legs like super tough. So I'll go uphill. I can outclimb most of the people going up, and then when it goes downhill, I just rest going downhill, and just kind of repeat over and over and over again. And then you, because in training you've done it so hard, you never hurt during the race. And also, now how does that play out? You know, sprint triathlon is only an hour long. So how does this play out for, how does this play out in a full Ironman, for example? I can tell you that in a 50-mile trail run, which is about the same amount of time, takes me, the last one I did, I think my best ever is 9.5 hours or something like that. But a lot of times 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours. So you're totally in the Ironman range there. The times that I've trained for it by adding in squats and weight machines and stuff like that to toughen up my legs is the times that I had my very best ever splits. I ran fastest. I was injury proof, man. I was like bulletproof. It was absolutely crazy how tough and crazy my hold on, there's kids walking by. Guys, okay, so we're new in this house, and he's got a friend over, so he's trying to impress him. So I need to be quiet. Okay, then Kai's 12, by the way, and the push-ups and stuff I used to do more of until I broke my arm makes you very, very, very tough. And I know what I'm talking about because I went to military school, and all we did was obstacle courses and push-ups and squats and pull-ups, and I mean, like, and talk about high intensity. You're doing them high intensity with somebody screaming at you in your ear the entire time that you're not doing it right and that you suck, and do it faster. And do it with one hand and run now, and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I did that for years, and it makes you a hell of a lot stronger. It makes you super, super tough. So yes, definitely thumbs up on the CrossFit training. It definitely does work if you do it right, and you can do things now. One thing I really like to do more, so you can go to the gym and do squats, right? And that'll make you stronger so that you can run or bike better, right? But actually, what's even better than that for making you super strong and super bulletproof in a triathlon is you got to work your way up to this. Don't do this immediately, but you increase the grade of your treadmill to 10% grade, like you run up a 10% hill, and do intervals of running up that, because now you're doing the motion of running and you're doing it so that you get burn really hard in a really short amount of time. And on the bike, doing intervals that aren't too long, and they're shorter, like 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute long intervals, and going hard in a medium to lower gear so that you induce burn in your legs, and then hold that burn until your legs are about to give out, Same thing with weightlifting for swimming, doing cable pulls or something like that. Drag chute, and that's another good one. You can get the biggest drag chute that they have and then swim with that. And now you're doing the movement, and so you're going to work the muscles exactly the right way, but you're increasing the load big time, massively. So then in a short amount of time, you induce burn and exhaustion, and then that is what will toughen you up so that when you do it in a race, when you're doing those same movements in a race, you don't come close to putting those loads on your body, and so your body just goes, I'm fine, dude, it's no problem whatsoever. All right, there's that. Okay, let's move on to Julie Sampson. She said Samson, not Sampson, Samson. I almost said the wrong thing. And let's see. Open the letter. Oh. This is it. It's just one line. It says, I've so enjoyed your podcast! Exclamation point. It's a great addition to my ride. Smiley face. Signed, Julie. If you send me an email with exclamation points in it, then I read them. I say them out loud. Because it's very important to know, for people to know that you put an exclamation point in my mind. And Lars, P.S. Saw your he wrote something else, I guess. And then he wrote, P.S. Saw your 120s pace on 1 hour swim. That is awesome. Congrats. If I don't mention earlier in the show, I swim. I've been swimming. I've worked my way down to a 120 for an hour. 120, 1 minute and 20 seconds for 100 yards. Non-stop. I swim an hour on a 120 pace. I put it in my watch and set it to beep on 1 minute and 20 seconds. And I just keep going. And I try to hit the wall, and then I keep swimming. I don't stop at the wall. I just keep going and keep going and keep going. And I'm teaching the pace myself. And then as your form, you try different things while you're swimming. And if you try your head down a little bit more and your elbows up and a better catch, you'll know that it's better because you'll swim faster. And because the beep is the consistency. If you get to the wall before the beep, then whatever you just did is faster. If you get to the wall after the beep, then whatever you just did is dumb and stop doing it. So you can modify your stroke. And by doing that for months, my swim stroke is completely different and it's way faster. And even though I exploded my elbow and I've lost range of motion in my arm, I'm actually swimming faster than I ever have. A 1 minute and 20 second pace per 100 yards is a 56-minute Ironman swim. And that's what I'm doing in the pool. And I'm doing it. I'm doing the full hour that way. And in fact, it's longer than an Ironman. An Ironman is 4,220 yards or something like that. And I'm doing 4,400, 4,500. It kind of depends if I keep swimming over the hour or under the hour. I can't believe it myself. If you're sitting there going, holy crap, Brett, I'm sitting there going, holy crap, Brett, too, right there with you. It really does work. It's awesome. Anyway, this person says, congrats, exclamation point. I'm at the other end of the slow scale, but did take 1,520 seconds off my average 100-meter pace this week. Was 211 for a 2K swim. Now I'm in the 150 to 155 range just by bending my hands and wrists 45 degrees down in the catch. Yes, dude. So many people drop their elbow, and then when they pull back, their forearm just slides back because their elbow drops. So you got to lift your elbow and drop your hands, and then that creates a scoop with your forearm and your hands, and that pulls you through the water a lot better. You quit slipping the wrong way. It was after reading Joe Friel's and Friel, for people that don't know, is Friel. Joe Friel wrote a really good book, New Training Bible. The first time the swim was fun and felt so damn effortless! Exclamation point. Doing tons of sprint 25s and threshold. Here we go. Here's our intervals. CrossFit in the water. Aqua cross. 100, so goal is to get faster, but holy cow, what an improvement just by small conscious change! Exclamation point. I'm still on the slower end, but comforting myself with Sanders starting out that way too. Oh, yeah. He's talking about Lionel Sanders. Lionel Sanders, was awesome at cycling and the runnings, but terrible at swimming. And now he's as fast as me. I think he did the equivalent of a 56. Yeah, I think he did 23 or 25 minutes in the swim at that half Ironman. Bet can't tell you how good it felt doing an 18-minute 1K from where I was before, especially the feeling of the swim breaking into fun territory, exclamation point. Yeah, so again, everybody, you don't know. The biggest problem in swimming is drag. It's huge what a problem it is. And you can think you're doing stuff and you can work your ass off and get just a great workout, but you're not actually getting any faster because whatever you're doing is creating drag, and you don't know it until you actually test it. And it's so easy to test in the pool. You just set a timer and swim 100s, swim 50s, and set your timer and just swim continuously. Do it for 1,000. Do it for 2,000 yards. You don't have to do it you don't have to do it a full hour. You do it for half an hour. But set a repeating timer at your goal pace, something you can sustain, kind of easily. And then try different things. And then watch what happens. Little changes will slow you down or will speed you up. And then why fight all that extra drag? Just adopt the change that makes you faster over the next few workouts, and then you can keep doing it, and you keep adopting the change. So I'm swimming a 56-minute Ironman distance swim with the same or less effort that it used to take me to do an hour plus. Right? Just in form changes. I'm not any more fit. In fact, I'm older. Getting all nasty and gross and old. Okay, then let's see. We got on the ZenTri website, ZenTriathlon.com. You can go to the left side and donate to the show, one-time donation or recurring donation. And we have some from Jonathan Woodman, Houston Marsh. What's up, dude? Lucas Rozanek. I hope I said that right. John Mulan, Hunshu, Favia Katie Joe, Peter Salzin, James Godak, Matthew Heinz, Todd Nelson, Allison Frutos, Matthew Frois, Keith sent in a one-time donation of $25, dude. Holy cow, that is awesome. Kimberly Bush, thanks for the Piriformis video. My pain is gone. Let's see, can I open this up? This page isn't working. Okay, well, that was a dumb link. I posted a video on YouTube years ago. If you search Google for how to cure piriformis syndrome, it's a video of me in a hotel room. I got tired of writing emails, so I decided to video it. And now the video went viral because it actually works, and it's free. And if you have piriformis syndrome, the pain is unbelievable. And with a few short stretches, you can get rid of 99% of it. And it went viral. I think it's got millions of views. It's really odd. You never know what's going to go viral. M. Webb, Spiros Fetsis, Tyler Moyer, Dwayne Morin, Joseph Dieber, Joseph Rogalski, and Michael Radagna. All sent in donations. Okay. So now we're going to get into the training log. It's actually going to be really short. It's just a couple conversations with me and Kai, and then also I'll hop back on the mic and give my quick review of the sprint triathlon and what we did. Oh, there was one trick that Kai and I did that I made Kai do, and to help him almost podium in his first ever adult triathlon. He almost podiumed against kids that are, he's only 12 and there's 19-year-olds in this thing, and he's 4 seconds from getting podium. Almost beat his big competition too. And it's a trick that works the longer the race, because like I said earlier, the longer it goes, the more it becomes a nutrition competition. Everybody's the same amount of fit. It's who's fueling smarter that works. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the training log, and here we go.
You are entering the ZenTri training log zone. Huneli.
Hi everybody, my name is Brett. I'm a triathlete.
I decided it's time I got some friends more suited to my status.
But Joe, we've been friends for years.
Hey, we all make mistakes. Come on, dudes, let's go exercise! Exercise! Yeah! I'm gonna do sit-ups till I poop myself!
All right, I'm here with the infamous Kai Blankner,
Hello.
and we're at an airfield watching remote control planes, RC planes. There's a Japanese Zero. That's the only one I can totally identify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the air right now. So we're pre-riding the the Rookie Tri bike course.
Yes, sir.
What do you think so far?
It's pretty hilly.
And we went and swam, and it was cold at first, but
We got used to it.
yes, that's what I'm asking.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So we're being really smart, and we swam the afternoon before, and now we're biking the afternoon before, except they don't have the bike course set up at all, and it's on some roads we probably shouldn't be biking on. So we got off the biking roads and got on a paved trail instead that's next to the road, and then came across this air show of sorts, remote control plane air show. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they had like a little aircraft carrier and they were trying to land them on and off the aircraft carrier.
Is that real?
That's a real jet. It's just far enough away to be the same size as it's a commuter jet. All right. What's amazing the things we bump into, huh?
Yeah.
Being triathletes. All right. How you going to feel for tomorrow? What do you think?
Awesome.
I'm riding behind Kai, and he's got his Blankner USA team kit on. You look pretty slick, dude. You look pro. All right, I'm just wearing cargo. I'm wearing dad shorts, which are cargo shorts, and a gray shirt with a bicycle on it that says "Pump tires, not gas." All right, let's go. Woo! Let's go, champ. All right, I am at the Rookie Tri, and I'm feeling a little bit outclassed here. I did not bring my Aero helmet, or I left my racing Aero front wheel at the. There's a car alarm going off at the house because I was thinking that I would look kind of silly at a beginner triathlon. Turns out this is only about half of a beginner triathlon. Half the field looks new, like on road bikes with kind of mix and matched gear and not aero. You can just tell people that are newer to the sport. And then the other half to maybe a third is Diamond beam bikes, BMC TM01s, Trek. What do I have? Trek Super Aero bikes, and just on and on, like felt, super deep frames, Specialized S-Works, and plenty of Aero helmets and Zip 808s to go around. So I'm going to lose some time against these people in that. But really, I'm just here to have fun today. And we're going to see how it goes. And that car alarm is really annoying. So I'm done with the transition area. And I think I need to go use the restroom. And then maybe we'll have an interview with Kai, or maybe not. But then we're going to have post-race review. It'll be super cool. All right, out, bang. All right, I'm here with future pro triathlete Kai Blankner. After the race?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, get off your phone for a second. Oh my God. All right, how'd you do?
Good. I got 4th out of 19-year-olds
And younger?
and younger.
Yeah. So you posted like 18 miles per hour on a hilly bike ride?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
The bike ride was legit.
Yeah.
I kept thinking I was going to catch you guys, but I never did.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the swim?
It was okay.
Did you notice we had to swim into the sun to start off?
Oh yeah, I couldn't see at all. I just followed splashes.
Yeah. Did you have any body contact?
No.
No?
Well, someone like stopped and then they started doing breaststroke, and then they like hit me in the rib, so it really hurt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Somebody touched my baby. I need to beat him up.
Yep.
Hey, what were about your transition times?
They're pretty good.
You're talking like a minute and a half and like 16 seconds and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. And then the run was off-road.
Yeah.
It was like mowed grass, like
was
cross country.
Fun.
Yeah. With all the twists and turns at the end?
Yep. It was amazing.
Pretty cool. And your competition beat you by only 4 seconds.
Yep.
So that's awesome. Usually you're further behind than that, and so now you caught them.
Yeah.
Post-race debrief.
Yeah, we're recording. This is Clayton, Kai's coach. How's it going?
How's it going? It was a beautiful day for a triathlon.
Yeah, you raced open and got, what do you know what place you got?
I got 17th overall and 12th in the division, so even a few females beat me.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
day. Good day out there.
Yeah, I realized I got 19th. It says I got 19th, and I thought that's overall, but that doesn't include you guys.
Nope.
No.
Sadly not.
But, and then I got 19th for out of my gender, so I guess no chicks chicked me. But anyway, then we saw Amy Marsh, which was cool. All right, where's he going? Oh. Is there beer? Where?
So there's beer and tacos.
Where?
So I finally found them. So over on like the left,
Oh, okay.
little beer garden area, and they have little street tacos in there.
All right.
And
All right.
inside.
I'm going.
Beer's free?
Yeah.
All
And
right.
it said one per person at a time, so I think that means you can get more than one.
All right. Well, this interview's over. Gonna go get some beer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
All
also
right.
tacos.
All right. Cool.
I'll take his beer. Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
All right, cool. Okay, so the way the race went down is it was a really nice day. I don't think you could ask for a better day. There were some people that were worried about it being too cold. Oh, so the day before the race, Kai's only done one other open water race. A lot of the stuff you do when you're younger is pool swims. So he was a little bit nervous about that. And also, he's on a road course with adults that are going to be screaming by. So I decided that we would go to the race location the afternoon before and get in the water and swim around. And that would expose him to the water so he wouldn't be nervous. And because there's also fears about the water being too cold because it's a little bit early in the season. And then also we would ride the bike course so that he knew what he was getting into, look for potholes and stuff like that. And also the strategy was his coach is going to be in the very first wave, the pro / open wave. Anybody could be in it. And I was debating about being in that wave too and decided not to because we wanted this to be fun for Kai and have a challenge. And if I'm behind him, I was a couple waves, I was eight minutes behind, then I could tell him, and I did, that I was going to chase him and don't let me catch him, and that would make him go faster, right? Regardless if my time's faster, because I'm 8 minutes behind, just don't let me catch you. That's a race within the race, right? And then it also made me feel a little bit better because I could, if something happened with him or his other 12-year-old friend that was in the race, and these aren't just 12-year-old kids that like just live on some neighborhood street that ride BMX bikes around. Kai and his friend have been on a triathlon team since they were 6 years old, so they know what they're doing. These kids race, But if they did have trouble, like a flat tire or a little bit of a crash or something like that, then I would be coming up from behind and would be able to pull over and help them out, sacrifice my race because it's just a sprint. It's not a big deal. I signed up for it at the last moment. And so it was all going to work out. And it would make, because we have to drive 2 hours to get to Austin, it would make my my drive to Austin, all the way to Austin and back, and sacrificing a day and a half of my weekend way more worth it to actually be in a race too, right? It gets exciting. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And to be in my first ever race with Kai. The water was chilly at first, but then we warmed up, and then they had the buoys out and everything, 300-meter open water swim, and so we swam around. Beautiful day. It was great. So that got that fear out of Kai's head, and you know what? I need to yell out the door that Keaton needs to go home in a few minutes. It's going to be 9 o'clock, and we said, Keaton, he lives around the corner. Hold on, check this out. This is Parenting 101. Just being a dad. Hey, Keaton, you know what time it is?
It's 8:45. He's telling us about the spring fling, but it's fine.
Okay, he knows he needs to be home at 9?
Yeah.
All right. It's a badass dad's parent. You give them information. Let them make their own decisions. Okay. Then let's see what happened. Then we got on the bike course. Turned out part of the bike course was a little bit too dangerous to drive on or to ride bikes on Saturday afternoon. So then we circumvented around one little part of it, found a trail. Google Maps on the iPhone got us on a trail. We got around that, and then we rode around, and that's where we saw the remote control planes. It was pretty cool. So then we biked the rest of the bike course, and it was 11 miles. I was yelling at Kai at first to slow the F down because he's taking off all over the place. And I'm like, you don't understand, dude. This is not easy. This bike course is really hard, and you're going to wear yourself out. And we're sitting in the uprights, just casually riding and just looking for potholes. We're not trying to ride the course, even like easy training ride. It's not a training ride. We're trying to ride the bike course as slowly as possible and look for potholes, broken glass, stuff like that's going to ruin your race. So after a while, he finally quit doing that. Oh, we met another guy named Michael, an older guy, and rode with him. And that was fun. And then Kai was like, oh my God, this is hilly. This is really hilly. And I said, yes, your mom did this course and a half Ironman. So you need to be able to do this too. And that energized him and put it in perspective. And then what was next? Let me make sure we're still recording here. Do a little volume check. Okay. And then a handy tip was, okay, remember that there's about 6, I think, really, really difficult hills, long hills that are steepish. And so remember that when you're doing the first one, you got like 5 more to go, and then when you're all done with this, you got, your 2-mile run that had a little bit of a hill in it at one point, and maybe 2, a little bit of one. And then, so by the end of the bike ride, he was like, holy crap. Then we went to the hotel, had dinner with the other kids' parents and the coach, and talked about nutrition and stuff like that, and mentioned to the coach about maltodextrin. And then on race morning, there was a little bit of talk about wetsuits, and it was so funny seeing people. Well, it is the rookie triathlon, and people are a little bit scared. They're new to racing, and if you know about open water swimming and how long it takes to swim 300 meters, you don't need a wetsuit, no matter how cold the water is. But if you wear a wetsuit, then it's such a short swim, you're going to take so much time changing that the water was 72 degrees, probably. 73, maybe 74. But it takes so much time to get out of your wetsuit, you might as well not wear a wetsuit at all. And so that's what I convinced Kai. He doesn't have one anyway at his age. You're going to outgrow it so fast. And so, let's see, the Pro Wave went first. Amy Marsh was there, which was super cool. She's recovered from cancer, and she was a big-time pro before she got leukemia, and then successfully beat it. And this was her first race back, which was super cool. And she was just racing, just for fun as her first ever race back, to kind of get a feel for things again. But it was so neat. I talked to her at the finish line, and that was so awesome that we did not lose her, and that she won that battle. And then also Brandon Marsh is her husband, and he's super cool. He won the swim at Ironman Texas. 1 year or 2 years, led the swim. Anyway, he's cool. And so I was talking with him. But so really great conditions. The men's pro wave took off, and then I think Kai's wave was, so the open pro wave did a mass start, and then the age group waves that went after that did, so Kai's was 19 and under. There was men's 29 and under, and Kai was mixed in with it. It's so cute. And then they're doing single file start, which was cool. I liked it. It made things way more calm. And out around the buoys, 2 turns, and then you're back. Took like 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe. And then you have to run up this hill, and then there's freaking goddamn thorns. Burning thorns that hurt in the grass. Every year at this race, even though they weren't that bad, still just a few is really bad. After the race was over, we were back in College Station. Emily was pulling thorns out of our feet with tweezers. And then, so you always have to watch out for that. Then in the bike ride, I thought for sure I would catch Kai and his friend because I'm only 8 minutes behind. And, I'd gain a couple minutes on him on the swim, or maybe a minute. And then I would catch him. But these kids that are on these kids' tri teams, their transitions are nut bar, dude. They are so fast. They've been trained like these ITU triathletes, like the Brownlees, just to sacrifice everything and just fly through transition. It's brutal. And I was, no one passed, it's a single file start, but I was so like, even though no one passed me in my age group, still a couple people behind me went faster than me. I ended up 3rd in my age group. But on the bike, I was passing everybody. Nobody passed me except for one guy, and then he ended up dropping his chain. And we were at the same speed. We were going all over the place, back and forth, for a few minutes. And then after the race, he told me later he dropped his chain. And then super hilly bike ride, but I was stomping it and did really good. I don't know what I averaged in watts, but one time I hit 500 watts. I saw on my file. Hit 37 miles per hour on a downhill, and then just having a good old time. But anyway, I kept thinking I'd see Kai and maybe Colin on the, coming over a hill. I'd see him. Nope, that wasn't them. Is that them? Nope, not them. That's got to be them. There's no way that they could be, over the top of this hill before me. Monster hills. Nope, never saw him. I get all the way into the race, T2, and Kai's granddad, Emily's dad, came to watch the race and was taking pictures and stuff. And we call him Papa. I go, "Hey, Papa." And he goes, "Hey, Kai's 2 minutes ahead of you." And I was like, holy crap. Out of a 30-something minute bike ride, he's still 2 minutes ahead of me. And he was on a road bike, and I'm on my Trek Speed Concept, like my super aero bike, putting out at times, 500 watts, and he's still in front of me. And Kai was on mountain biking team all this spring, so he can put down the watts climbing. He's used to that stuff. And so I started the run, and then on the run, it ended up being not the Ironman, the half Ironman course. It's like through grass and stuff. If you've ever done the Danskin race, if you're a female listener, I think that's the same course. I watched Emily do that one time there too. And so it's like mowed pasture kind of, so it's kind of uneven, kind of cross country kind of grass. And it goes through the woods and stuff. But there's an out and back along a power line. So halfway on the out, I saw him coming on the back, and I pointed at him and I go, "Kai Blankner," and I did the eyes. I pointed at my eyes and then pointed at his eyes. I go, "I'm coming for you." And he looked badass. He was all running, all pro looking, and then he smiled and then kept running and running the other way. And then here's another trick: if somebody's doing an out and back, you look at your watch and you time it where you are, and then when you get to the point, when you go to the out and then the back where you saw that person, if you've timed it, then you know how far behind you are behind them, right? And I was 2 minutes behind. And then I need to remember to tell y'all the trick with his fuel. Then he... I kept running and never caught him. And actually, he runs faster than I do. So he was running a low 7, high 6 minute mile pace, maybe a low 6, and I was running a high 7. And I was trying to baby my feet a little bit so I didn't injure my feet because I'm recovering from plantar fasciitis. And my feet never hurt, even though I was running a high 7 minute mile pace. And I'm a little bit overweight right now. My running speed isn't quite what I want it to be, because I'm about 15 pounds over my race weight, my really lean race weight, mostly because I've backed off the running. And then made it to the podium. Emily's dad videoed me coming in to the finish line. Later, we were watching the video, and Kai looked at me and he goes, "Dad, do you like your running form?" Like that? Because I was flinging my hands trying to get momentum to haul my carcass across the finish line as fast as I could. And so then I ended up, for a while I was in second place, but somebody came in and bumped me down to third place. And I didn't beat Kai's coach. He beat me by a couple minutes, and I beat Kai's time by a couple minutes, which was good to keep Kai in his place and let him know his dad's no slouch. And because he's always like, "I'm faster than you, Dad," and I'm like, "We'll see." And dude, pretty quick, he's going to be faster than me. He's already faster than me on the run and both transitions by a huge margin. So I've got the bike for a while in the swim, but that'll fade, and he'll pick that up. And then, let's see. Oh, in his bike bottle, this was my trick. I said, "Kai, you can't do this race. This race is going to take almost an hour. So you can't do this race on nothing. I mean, you could, but you'll actually do a little bit better if you take a little bit of fuel, but not too much." And he's like, "Okay." And I said, because he's always in competition with this Colin kid. And I said, "This is what we're going to do. In your water bottle, I'm going to put in some maltodextrin powder. You can buy it in bulk. And basically it's the main ingredient in gels, but it's almost flavorless. So it's straight carbs, but if you dilute it with water, it doesn't give you a big spike or anything. You know, it's like an even drip." And on the bike ride it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turns. I said, each big turn, take a huge glug of your water bottle and try to finish most of it between, and I think he had about 150, maybe 200 calories. I think it was 150 calories. Yeah, of maltodextrin powder in his bike bottle. I put in 200, but I knew he wouldn't finish it, so he probably got about 150 in. And he said that, and I said, on every one of the big turns, take a sip, a big glug of the water. You know, that way it spaces it out. And he said during the bike ride and then during the run, he's never felt like that. He had energy the entire time. It felt amazing. And I said, "Did your stomach hurt?" And he goes, "Nope." So that's the thing about maltodextrin powder. It doesn't make your stomach hurt. And he said he's never finished that close to Colin before. 4 seconds behind his big competition, which in the kids' races they're doing, he usually finishes a couple minutes behind Colin. You know, like these 20-minute races, 25-minute races, Colin beats him by like a minute or two. And in an hour race, and Colin had just water on his bike. And I told him, I said, "You want some fuel?" And he's like, "Nope." And I go, "Okay, whatever." And so Kai outfueled him. Well, he still got beat, but he almost beat Colin, which is just a massive gain in performance. Kai is super excited that he did so well, and he almost beat Colin. Colin had to punch it at the end to finally beat Kai on an uphill on the run. And Kai's got like 10, 20 pounds on Colin. So when it went up, Colin was able to outrun him at the very end. But anyway, that's your super trick is fueling smart, maltodextrin powder. You can order it in bulk. You do 100 to 300, 400 calories per hour. Doesn't bother your stomach. And, man, it's a whopper of a deal, dude. It's super cheap too. All right. I'm super excited. Like I told lots of people over the weekend, I can now, this is my first ever race with Kai at this age group, and we can now start doing races together, and we can be doing this for 20, 30 years. We can be in races together, and we can meet up. Let's say he's off at college or out of college, we can meet up and go, we can schedule to be in the same race, and he can race with his dad, and just do back and forth, do relays and stuff, as long as we look for races that are that allow his age in at the time. All right, let's wrap up the show with a couple other sponsor mentions. Amrita Bars. They sent me an email asking what are my favorite flavors, and I'm like, anything with chocolate in it, first off. So like 3 out of their 4 recovery bars have chocolate in it. Anyway, they're sweetened with dates instead of just sugar, and so dates also have a lot of nutrition, like vitamins and stuff, and they have fiber in them. So they're way healthier for you than anything else out there. Any kind of date-based bar is going to be way better. And instead of nuts, if you have a nut allergy, they have seeds for the fat and the protein. So absolutely fantastic. I said strawberry. So they're regular bars. There's a strawberry apricot and then a pineapple chia. Kai loves a strawberry apricot. And they have a little bit of cardamom in the as the spice in them, and that's soothing to the stomach. And they're actually soft, so you can eat them and not get a mouthful of dust and powder from a dried bar, like every one of those dried granola bars while you're on the bike. These are like soft and more like chewy and kind of like a fruit roll-up almost, but solid. And I absolutely love them. They're super cool. Great for base rides, super long workouts where you want some solid fuel, easy to digest. Also have some fat in them, a lot of good fat in them. I've noticed eat one on the way to the pool, and then it digests in your stomach a little bit before the swim and then during the swim, so then you don't have to stop and eat, and it doesn't bother your stomach. Big thing is if it gets cold, they don't freeze hard, and they also have ingredients in them that reduces inflammation, so you can train better and recover better from your stuff. So Amrita Bars, you can order them online, and they're starting to carry them in some stores. Bother your store and ask them why they don't have Amrita Bars yet. And Amrita is Amrita, Amrita. And you can get a discount code. Where is it? Oh, Zen 2016. I thought I had a Zen 2017. Where's my discount code? Where's let me check my my template for my shows. I thought we had a different discount code. Let's try Amrita Team 2017. Amrita Team 2017 gets you 25% off anything on their site at any time and a flat rate of $5 for shipping. Yeah, Amrita Team 2017. Love it. Oh, I raced in the Amrita kit. I love that Amrita kit. It's so cool. Black with kind of like cool orange and gold and red, a little kind of rainbow blossom kind of color on it. It's Amrita. People are like, how's that guy so fast? And for being a giant Swedish chef looking dude, like riding around on his bike, how can he do that? And think, oh, he must be eating those Amrita bars that are on his jersey. That must be the secret. Okay, and let's see, Hornet Juice. We'll get to that as long as we make sure we don't have anything else. We did Salt Sticks, Sunto. UCAN. UCAN. I've been using it lately before workouts. A little bit of a scoop or two, usually a scoop of UCAN before my swim sometimes, and then also oil. So like MCT oil, like coconut oil. Up to a tablespoon of that. You gotta be careful. Once you hit a tablespoon, then it can give you the poops. And like a cannon, like out your butt. So you don't want that. But also, did you know the stuff that's in fish oil that's so good for you? is also in flaxseed oil. And if you smell flaxseed oil, it actually smells kind of fishy. Well, that's the is it the omega-3 oil that's in it? That's actually the smell that gives fish their smell. And it's also in flax seeds. And in fact, it's in a higher ratio in flax seeds, but without any of the mercury in fish. And I've been making my my drink on the way to the pool. Sometimes I'll do coffee and some UCAN. And UCAN's like a super slow digesting starch with a little bit of flaxseed oil in it too. Because you don't need much. You just need a little bit. And then the power of the coffee, the strength of the coffee, and then the UCAN, a little bit of stevia in it. There's so many flavors going on in there. You can't really taste the flaxseed oil. And I just got flaxseed from the grocery store, flaxseed oil. And anyway, that's my post this morning. I had a fantastic run this morning, and I had a serving of UCAN and a little bit, like a spoonful of MCT oil mixed in. And UCAN is a super slow digesting starch. A lot of people use it so that they don't get a blood sugar spike, and it helps you lose weight because it's that insulin spike that tells your body, if you eat like sugary stuff, it goes, oh, you got all this extra energy stored as fat all over your body. And if you do UCAN, it's such a slow, it's called there's a low carb and then there's slow carb, where you get your carbs, but you just do them slower, and then you get all the energy you need, but you just don't spike your blood sugar. And that's what UCAN does. I absolutely love this stuff. And a way to get it cheaper online, you're like, man, this stuff is a little bit expensive. Well, the thing is, you actually don't use that much of it. And a way to get it even cheaper is to use the discount code ZenTri. It gets you 15% off. And so don't forget that. Go to UCAN, Generation UCAN is another way. The letter U, CAN, UCAN, all one word. Find them online, their main website, and I've got to deal with them. You get 15% off if you use discount code ZenTri. I need to order some more. They make a chocolate one. Oh, so good. And then somebody, in the UK, sent me an email or a message on Twitter. Let me pull it up. And said they want to work with me because they're getting people contacting them going, hey, I want to order UCAN, but they live in Europe. And Generation UCAN UK. So it looks like their Twitter handle is UCAN _UK. And they sent me a note. They said, hey, thank you for getting in touch. I've had a couple of customers contact me and tell me about your podcast. They say you talk about super starch several times. So it's like maltodextrin that gave Kai his whopping power, but it takes twice or 3 times as long to digest, so you don't get a spike. It's a starch, just like maltodextrin is a starch. Several times in each of your podcasts, and you give a discount code out for the USA site. I was wondering if you would be happy to give out a discount code for your UK listeners. They can do 10% discount for them and would be happy to use the same code. Make it easy, you know what it is. I'm about to send them an email. Let's type it right now. Watch this. It's a direct message. Here you go. Watch this. I'm going to do nothing better than typing on a podcast. You bet! ! Let's... I'm typing with one hand. Oh, I mistyped. Let's do it! ! There, it's done, everybody. Bam, send. Okay, so if you live in the UK, go to the UK site for UCAN. How many U's can we throw in here? And get 10% off with discount code ZenTri. All right? Cool. All right, everybody, stay safe out there. And by the way, if you want to get Hornet Juice off this show, which I use quite frequently, it's an amino acid powder that you add to, and it the protein mix in it turns on your fat burning even more than before. These emails that I get from people that are like, holy crap, this stuff is amazing for longer workouts, that's what that is, Hornet Juice. And it's made from the same formula as the protein mix ratios in Japanese killer hornet saliva. No joke. Because it's been found that that's the animal with the highest fat burning potential in it, that uses the fat burning the most, because it flies the furthest and it weighs the heaviest. And they're like, how in the world is this thing doing it? And so in a lab, they figured out, oh, it's, this amount of this amino acid, this amount of that amino acid, this amount of that amino acid. And then boom, next thing you know, you get fat burning like crazy. And so hornet juice is that. Those amino acids in that same balance. And it is nuts how well it works. And if you buy hornet juice, then you get your hornet juice. You get an email from me, and it comes from New Zealand. And you get something cool that's a novelty that makes your training fun. And you help support ZenTri. A tiny little bit off the top that you order goes back to ZenTri, right back into helping produce the show, so that we can buy things to put on the wall, so that we don't have the echo in here that you've been listening to this whole episode. So next episode, stay tuned, and we'll have some more stuff up on the wall, so we're nice and quiet. And thanks for listening. Sorry it took a long time to get this show out, but moving, oh my God, moving and racing, and I'm a scout leader in Kai's Boy Scout troop, and being a dad, and I got to say, my feet injury, my plantar fasciitis is getting a heck of a lot better. But for a while, man, I was in a funk there. It's like depressing not being able to run when you're used to running. And energy levels are popping back up. And now a dedicated room that I can record podcasts in. It's amazing. And we got so much coming in future episodes with this backyard pool and injuries healing up. I mean, today was the first day where I was running. I was like, man, maybe this fall I could do a self-supported Ironman again. And get back on it like I used to do. I've missed a year. I missed 2 years. Did a self-supported Ultraman 2 years ago now. Skipped last year. So let's we did Ironman Canada last summer instead. And yeah, so lots more to come in upcoming episodes. All right, everybody stay safe out there. Work the uphills, cruise the downhills, and keep the rubber side down out.
It's not very
Hold on. Hey, whoa, back up. Sorry.
Oh man, are you having pizza now?
Yeah, sorry. I'm on a Skype call right now. Has it been paid for yet? Yes, sir. Oh, it has? Oh, cool.
Oh man, lucky.
Okay. Sorry, Lauren. It's the age grouper life.
Gosh, your wife takes care of you.
I know. There you go, sir. Thank you.
There you are.
If you just set it down here. Oh, wait. I don't want the box to snap. Here, just help me set it down.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
You set it down?
Yeah. I'll come back and get it in a second. Okay. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
All
Have
right.
a good evening.
You too. That's probably the first time that's ever happened on a triathlon podcast.
Pizza,
Yeah.
yum.
Well, she texted me a few minutes ago and said, hey, there's a pizza coming. Go get it. I'm like,
Sounds amazing.
I told her, I was like, I'm going to be interviewing Lauren Bramley. Come on.
Gosh, didn't you know?
Yeah. I told you, she's trying to sabotage me. Okay.
Gosh.